Hello everyone, welcome to SSC Monk. My name is Divya Shukla and today we are going to do must do questions of SSC CPO 2025. We are going to solve all the reasoning questions of CPO examination of 2025, and this session is highly important for whoever is preparing for SSC examination, whether it is CGL, CHSL or any other SSC examination of 2026. Okay, we are going to see most important questions which you need to do of CPO. Now we have similarly we have two other videos for SSC examinations. One video is of must do questions of SSC CGL 2025 and the other video is of must do questions of SSC CHSL 2025, and this video is the third part of this series. This is the third part of this series. So let's start this lecture with the very simple question. Okay, and this is the first question of our class. Now this question was asked in 9th December 2025 of shift 1. Okay, now if 25 if 25 is related to 29 in a certain way, similarly 41 is related to 20, 14 is related to 17 in a certain way, in that same way 38 is related to 73. In what way 63 is related in the same way to which number? Now understand, 25 is related to 29, 25 is related to 29, so 29 is very close to 5 square, it is close to 5 square. 17 is close to 16 square, and 73 is close to 8 square. So you can see the logic that you can write 29 as 2 square plus 9 square. Similarly you can write 41 as uh, sorry 7, you can write 17 as 4 square plus 1 square, that is 16 plus 1 is equals to 17. Similarly 3 square plus 8 square, that is 9 plus 64, you would be getting 73. Okay, so what is the logic that is required? It is the square or sum of the digit square, sum of the digit square. So similarly 6 square plus 3 square, that is 36 plus 9, you would be getting 45 as the correct answer for this question. Option D is the right answer for this question. Also one thing I want to add here, in this series we are going to also understand all the concepts that are required for your examinations. So we are going to solve questions as well, but most importantly we are going to discuss all the concepts that are required, so that you can quickly revise each and every topic with the help of these concepts. Let's move to question number second. The Nagpur seminar was 5 days before the Indore seminar. The Bhopal seminar was 2 days before the Nagpur seminar. If Indore seminar was held on 22nd of May, what was the date of the Bhopal seminar? So understand, very simple question, that Nagpur seminar was 5 days before the Indore seminar. So I can say that if suppose acha, you are also given with the date, so I can just write it as Indore minus 5. Nagpur seminar is equals to Indore seminar minus 5. That means it is saying that Nagpur seminar was held 5 days before the Indore seminar. So Indore seminar, it is already given that it is held on 22nd of May. If Indore seminar is held on 22nd of May, that means 22nd minus 5. Nagpur seminar is held on 17th of May. Nagpur seminar is held on 17th of May. And the Bhopal seminar was held 2 days before the Nagpur seminar. 2 days before the Nagpur seminar. That means 17 minus 2, that is 15th of May. Very simple, pure mathematics based question. Even this question is from the chapter calendar, but even if you have not studied calendar chapter, then also you could have answered this question in the examination. So 15th May, option B is the correct answer for this question. Let's move to the next question. So this is a question which is based on inequality. This is a question which is based on inequality. Now there is a very simple concept in inequality. You have basically you have some signs in inequality. You have some signs in inequality. One is the greater than and less than sign, and you have greater than or less than equal sign. So you have four signs, and in between you are also having this equal sign. So these are the mathematical signs in the chapter of inequality. There is very simple logic that greater than and less than, greater than and less than are given priority. So if they are given priority, that means if they would be given priority over some other symbol. So understand, whenever you are having greater than equal in in a single line, whenever you are seeing these three symbols, whenever you are seeing these three symbols, then understand the priority of this would be higher than the priority of greater than equal to. Greater than equal priority would be greater than equal. Did you got my point? This is your number one priority, this is your second priority, and this is the last priority, that is the third priority. Similarly, if you are seeing less than equal and equal sign, this is given the first priority, this is given as the second priority, and this is given as the third priority. Okay, so these are only possible whenever these symbols are given you in a straight line. Now I am saying that I am having a greater than b and b is greater than equals to c. Tell me the relation between a and c. So what would be the relation? There are three possibilities, whether a would be greater than c, whether a would be greater than equal to c, or whether a would be equal to c. I hope you won't say, I hope you won't say that a is less than c. Why? Because I am saying that a is greater than b is greater than equals to c. So if I'm just substituting it with numbers 5, 4, 3, so you can't say na ki 5 is less than 3, you can't say na ki 5 is less than 3. So obviously 5 would be greater than 3. Now the confusion would be that whether b and c are equal, or b is greater than c. Okay, these are the only possibility, that is the meaning of greater than or equal. But a won't be less than c, so only three priorities are given. Whenever you are given with these three in a single line, this is your number one priority. That means if a is greater than b is greater than equal to c, you would be getting a greater than c as the resultant. Similarly, if you are having a less than b less than equals to c, then you would be having a less than c as the resultant. If in a single line, if I'm having a greater than equals to b equals to c, in this case my answer would be a less than equals to c, because now this is second priority and this is third priority. Second priority would be given more priority over the third one, so that means a is less than equals to c. But what happens if I'm saying a is greater than b is less than c? If a is greater than equals to b less than c, a is less than b greater than equals to c. Understand, there are various case types of this, and this would take a lot of time to describe you. But understand, whenever you are having opposite symbols, whenever you are having opposite symbols, your answer would be can't be determined, so that is why that conclusion would be incorrect. Why I am saying this? Why I am saying this? Because the very very simple reason is that you want to conclude. This is statement and conclusion, that means you need to conclude anything. And if a is greater than b and b is less than c, so you can't conclude na. Suppose I'm writing a greater than b less than c. I'm writing first case as 5 greater than 4 and greater than, I can say this as 6. Okay, I am saying this as 6. But suppose I am writing what I can do in this case. Understand it, in this case c is greater than a. But in the same case, if I'm substituting the value 7, 4 and 6, in this case a is greater than 6. Did you got my point? In the first case I just assumed the values 5, 4, 6. I said that 5 is greater than 4, correct. 4 is less than 6, correct. In this case I can say that c was 6 and a was 5, that means c is greater than a. But in the second case I am assuming a as 7, b as 4 and c as 6, that means a would be greater than c in this case, because this is 7, this is 6, 7 is greater than 6. So that means you are having two possible answers for this question, and if you are having two possible answers, that means you can't conclude really, so that is why any conclusion arising between a and c in this type of scenario would be incorrect. Okay, of course there is also one thing of either or. Maybe I will explain it to you in some other question, or maybe in this question also, in this question only. Okay, so let's see. So we are given with P equals to Q greater than S greater than T is equals to R greater than equals to U greater than equals to V. Tell me the relation between T and V, because both the conclusions are talking about T and V. So T is present here, V is present here. Now before coming to T and V, can you tell me what is the relation between P and T, or relation between P and R? Can you tell me? So you can say that you are having equal sign here, you are having greater than sign everywhere. So you can see it is only in one direction. Whenever every symbol, every sign is in one direction, then your work would be much easier. Why your work would be much easier? Because You have to just follow this priority order. You just have to follow this priority order. So you can see everywhere there is greater than sign. So if you are having if you're comparing P and S, you would be saying P is greater than S. If you're comparing P and T, you would be saying P is greater than T. P is and T is equal to R, that means P is greater than R as well. You want to compare P and you would be getting P is greater than U. P is greater than V, because greater than sign is given more priority as compared to greater than or equal. But if I want to compare R and V, if I want to compare R and V, because R is greater than equals to U is greater than equals to V, both the symbols are same. When both the symbols are same and in only one direction, you don't really have a choice. That means you just have to write R is greater than equals to V. You just have to write R is greater than equals to V. Did you got my point? Did you understand the concept? Now we have to compare T and V. We have understood the basic concept that is required in the syllogism chapter, correct? Now we have to compare T and V. T is present here and V is present here. Obviously T, you can see that you can't see any greater than sign here. If there is no greater than sign, then automatically the priority shifts to this part. That means I would say that T is greater than equals to V. If T is greater than equals to V, conclusion 1, is T greater than V? Incorrect. Why? Because it can be, but it is not 100% sure. You are not 100% sure whether T would be greater than V. Conclusion 2, T is equals to V. Again incorrect. Why? Because you are again not 100% sure, because T is greater than or equal to V. T can be either greater than V or T can be equal to V, but you are not sure and you need to conclude. It is saying that statement and conclusion, you need to conclude. So only conclusion 1 is true, incorrect. Only conclusion 2 is true, incorrect. The correct answer for this question would be either or. Either conclusion 1 or conclusion 2 will follow. So whenever you are seeing that this in a single direction and you are having this type of symbols, both the symbols and both the elements should be same. Understand, either or only arises when both the elements are same, with a small exception which I might tell in later some question. But understand, key both the elements should be same, and either or arises in greater than or equal or less than or equal. And there is one other case where it arises, but I hope I will tell it later because I don't have space and we have to deal with other questions also. But I hope you have understood the basic concept of uh, inequality here in this question itself. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's move on to the next question. Group A, 112K224, 130K260, 150K300. Which of the following belongs to Group A? Now, if you see carefully, you can see that 112, if you multiply this by 2, you would be getting 224. 130, if you multiply it by 2, you would be getting 260. 150, if you multiply it by 2, you would be getting 300. So that means the first number, if you have to multiply, you should get the second number. 210 multiplied by 2, you would be getting 420. This is correct. 125, you should be getting 250. 225 is present, incorrect. 135, you multiplied by 2, you should be getting 270. This is again incorrect. 160, if you multiplied by 2, you should be getting 480. This is again incorrect. I hope question number 4 is clear to all of you. Let's move to the next question. Now there are 11 members in a family. Anisha and Anish are sister and brother respectively, whose father's sister's father is Ashish, who is the husband of Anamika. Ajay and Akash are brothers of Arzu, and Anju is the wife of Akash, whose son is Anish. Aman is the brother of the grandmother of Anisha. Aisha is the mother of Anjali, whose father is Aman. How is Anju related to Ashish? Now, after solving 4 questions, right? We have done 4 questions. So yeah, after doing 4 questions, we have a good question. And yeah, this I will call this as a good question because you know there are 11 members and you don't normally see this type of question in SSC, but you are seeing right now. So if this type of question is asked in your shift, I would I would advise to attempt a blood relation question at the end of the reasoning section. I'm not saying to skip, but I'm saying to attempt at the last of your reasoning section, because just try to solve all the questions within whatever time you have decided depending on the preparation. Most probably, okay, so just try to finish all the questions as soon as possible, and then attempt the relation questions at the last, because sometimes they tend to confuse you, and you also generally take a lot of time in attempting these type of questions. Okay, so let's see the question number 5. So in totality there are 11 members. In totality there are 11 members. Okay. Anisha and Anisha are sister and brother respectively. So understand there are certain terminologies that you need to understand. So this horizontal line I call this as sibling relationship. This double line I use for a spouse relationship. I use plus sign for representing male and minus sign for representing female. And this vertical line, this is for representing parent children, child parent relation. So this means Anisha and Anisha are sister and brother. That means I am writing Anisha, which who is sister of Anish, using a horizontal line, and minus sign over Anisha because she is the sister and Anish is the brother. Whose father's sister's father. So they have a father, and father's sisters. Father's, I'm writing that this is the father, and father's sister's father. That means father of both of these. Father of both of these is Ashish. So probably I should draw like this. Okay, I should draw like this. Just a second, let me erase this so that we can draw it properly. Okay, just a second. Yeah. So I'm saying that Ashish, and Ashish is the husband of Anamika. So I'm writing Ashish is husband of Anamika. Okay, they have two children. Okay, they have two children. I'm writing in a square box both of these, and these are siblings. And whose father's sister's father. So this is father, and this father is having two children. That is Anisha and Ashish. Sorry, Anisha and Anish. So they are brother and sister. Now understand. After this, Ajay and Akash are brother of Arzu. Ajay and Akash are brothers of Arzu, and Anju is wife of Akash. Okay. Aman is brother of grandmother of Anisha. Okay. So who Aman is brother of grandmother of Anisha. So grandmother of Anisha, who is the grandmother of Anisha? The grandmother of Anisha is Anamika, and Anamika's brother is Aman. Anamika's brother is Aman. Okay. Now Aman is the brother. Okay, it is done. After this, Aisha is mother of Anjali, whose father is Aman. Aisha is mother of Anjali, whose father is Aman. So Aman is having a daughter. And that is Aisha, or I can say no, not Aisha. Aisha is mother of Anjali. Anjali's father is Aman. Anjali's Anjali's mother is Aisha. Anjali's mother is Aisha. So you can represent using this. And what else we have done with Anjali? Aisha is the mother of Anjali. Ajay and Akash are brothers of Arzu, and Anju is wife of Akash. Akash, whose son is Anish. Anish is the son of Akash. That means this is Akash. This is Anju. Ajay and Akash are brothers of Arzu. Anjay, acha, this is not wife actually. This is not wife. This is separate. Okay. So because we are having three siblings, one of them is Akash. Okay. One of them is Akash. Other is Arzu. This would be Arzu because this is the sister. And Ajay and Akash. There is Ajay also. And understand. Akash was the husband of. Hmm, it was given here. Anju is the wife of Akash. So that means Akash and Anju, I'm writing here. Akash and Anju are husband and wife. Akash and Anju are husband and wife. Now, how is Anju related to Ashish? She is daughter-in-law of Ashish. I hope this question number 5 is clear to all of you. Let's move to the next question, question number 6. Again, a blood relation question. Here it is a coded blood relation, but in the backward direction. What is the backward and what is forward? If I'm saying P at the rate Q, if I'm saying P is mother of Q. P is mother of Q. So this means I am going in the forward direction. That means P is first here and Q is second here. But if I am going writing P at the rate Q, and if I'm writing Q is mother of P, which is given in the question, so this is the backward direction. This is the backward direction. So you have to just understand, you have to read these instructions. You don't have to ignore this, because if you are not reading this, it might lead to negative marks, and not you won't, it would be very difficult to find the correct answer. Now I am saying at the rate means mother. Okay, at the rate means mother, dollar means husband. So let's start. What is the expression? Expression is a hash b dollar c and d hash e. Now A hash B, that means B is the sister of A. So you have to read in the reverse direction. That is why I'm saying this is backward. So B is the sister of A. B is the sister of A. Then B dollar C, that means C is the husband of B. C is the husband of B. C and D. C and D means D is son of C. D is son of C. And D hash E. D hash E means E is sister of D. E is sister of D. That means B and C are having two children. B and C are having two children. How is B related to E? B is the mother of E. B is the mother of E. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's move to the next question, question number 7. Now, okay, four number pairs are have been given, out of which three are alike in some manner and one is different. Select the different one. So 13 is related to 84.5, 17 is related to 144.5, 19 is related to 180.5, 23 is related to 260.5. So if I'm suppose multiplying with some number, suppose I'm multiplying by 6. So 13 multiplied by 6 is 78, and if I want to reach 84.5, if I want to reach 84.5, what I can add here? In 78 I can add 6.5. That means approximately half of this 13. We are multiplying approximately half of 13. Now from 17 to 144, if I'm taking 8, if I'm multiplying this by 8, because when I multiply this by 8 I would be getting 136, and 136 plus 8.5, I should be getting 144.5. Okay. So we can't see any logic here. Here also we would be multiplying by 9, I think. So if I'm multiplying by 9, 9 and 171, and this would be 9.5. We are adding 9.5 here. So one thing you can notice that in all of these three, we are adding the half of this. We are adding the half of the given number. We are adding the half of the given number. Now what else we can think of? Mm, Now understand. So clearly I don't think this logic is working. But what else can we think of? Now 84.5 is very close to 13 square divided by 2. Okay. If I'm having, okay, if I'm having 13 square, so 13 square is 169. 169 divided by 2, 8 times 84.5. This is the correct logic. 17 square, 289 divided by 2, 144.5. Similarly, 19 square is equals to 361 divided by 2, 180.5. That is why option D is the correct answer, because 23 square, it should be 529 divided by 2, 264.5. That is why this is incorrect. Okay. Also, what we can think of, just a second, if I'm multiplying this 7 by 9 times, suppose if I'm multiplying this by 9 times, Acha, you can think of one more logic here which I just thought of. Ki you are multiplying this number by approximately half of this number. So you can see 13 is being multiplied by 6, 17 is being multiplied by 8, and you are adding the half of that number. Okay. So you can take this logic also. Okay. What else we can think of here? So yeah, I think that's the only logic. Okay. So I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's move to the next question now. Now let's see this question. Okay. So a person starts to walk A person starts to walk from ground in the west direction to reach his home. After 13 km, he reaches at point Y. From point Y, he takes a right turn and walks 7 km and reaches point C. From point C, he takes a left turn and walks 9 km and reaches point T. From point T, he takes a left turn and walks 4 km and reaches his home. What is the shortest distance between his home and point Y? Okay, now understand he is starting from his home in the west direction, and after reaching 13 kilometer he takes a right turn. So I'm starting from here. Okay, starts to walk from a ground. So this is ground basically. This is a ground. So after he walks in the west direction in 13 kilometers. So 13 kilometers in west direction. So this is the west direction. I hope you understand that this is north, this is west, this is south, and this is east. So he is going in the west direction. He is going in the west direction. After going 30 kilometer, he reaches a point Y. After going 30 kilometers, he reaches a point Y. From point Y, he walks 7 kilometer after turning right. So understand, whenever you are walking in the west direction, so this becomes your left and this becomes your right. That means after going in the west direction, if you take a right turn, that means now you are going in the north direction. That means you have to go 7 kilometer. That person would go 7 kilometer in the north direction. He reaches point C. From point C, he takes a left turn. If a person is going in the north direction, this is left and this would become right. And if he takes a left turn, that means he is now going in the west direction. So from point C, he takes a left turn and walks 9 kilometer. So I can say that this much is 9 kilometer approximately, and reaches point T. From point T, he takes a left turn. Again, from west direction, if he takes a left turn, that means he is now moving in the south direction. So from point T, he takes a left turn and goes 4 kilometer in the south direction and reaches home. Understand, this should be midway of this. This should be midway because this much distance is 7 kilometer. This should be approximately half, which is 4 kilometer, and this is the point of home. What is the shortest distance between home and point Y? So you can say point. I can say home. I can say this is the point of home, and this is the point of Y, because you can see that home is in the northwest direction of Y. So I can write here that home is in northwest direction, with respect to Y, so that means this would be like this would be like this is point Y, this is point Y. That means you need to find this distance between home and point Y. I can name this as A. Okay, that means you need to find the value of AY. Now, how much is this distance? How much is this distance? How much is this distance? You can say that this much distance is of 7 kilometer, but you have already walked 4 kilometer. That means the remaining distance from here would be of 3 kilometers. And how much is this distance? You can see this much is distance, which is equals to TC, that is 9. So what is the value of AY is square root of 3 square plus 9 square, because we would be applying the Pythagoras theorem. That's how we can find the shortest distance. So we would be getting the value of 9 plus 9 square is 81, that means root 90. That means we can get the value of 3 root 10. Option B is the correct answer for this question. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's move to question number 9. On Maple A, 5 houses are numbered 14 to 22. Okay. Even numbers, K is 14, K is at 14, L is at 20, and N is immediately below L. So I can say N is immediately below L. O is at the top, who lives at 80. So we have five houses which are numbered from 14 to 22, and they are even numbers. That means I am having mm, okay, so I would be having like this. So for you are having all the houses basically are numbered like even numbers from 14 to 22. That means the topmost house would be having the number 22, then you would be having 20, then you would be having 18, then 16, and then 14. That's how you are having five houses even numbered. Okay, that means 14th is the bottommost house. Okay, now K is at number 14. and O was at the top. Is O, if O is at the top, that means O is at the 22nd position. So this is O, this is O. K is at 14, O is at 2, O. L is at 20. N is immediately below L, that means N would be at 18. Okay, so that's what was asked in the question. Who lives at 18? The answer would be N. And M is remaining, you can put M on 16th. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's move to the next question. A tech company gives work from home only to employees living in certain high income neighborhoods. Which inference is valid? So there is a tech company and they give work from home only to employees who live in certain high income neighborhoods. So first one, high income employees are more skilled. High income areas have better internet. Low income employees refused the option. Policy discriminates by location. Okay, so if the company is giving work from home, that okay, so we have to find which inference is valid. So understand, policy discriminates by location and low income employees refuse the option. These are highly invalid, these are highly invalid inferences. Why? Because the passage is not stating anything related to the location or the employer refusal. It's talking from the perspective of company, it's talking from the perspective of companies. Now we are left with two options. High income employees are more skilled, high income areas have better internet. So understand, this is talking about a neighborhood, it is not talking about skills or anything. So this one is also eliminated. Why? Because the passage is not talking about the skillful employees. Okay, this is talking about that high income neighborhoods, they usually have a good internet connectivity. You have like cities like Bangalore and Gurgaon, have a very good internet connectivity. So people companies can give work from home from these cities, so it's like some tier 1 cities or something like that. Okay, and to that and in those cities also, in decent areas where you can have good internet connectivity, but some areas might not have so much good internet connectivity. So that is why they might not give a work from home to those employees. So option B is the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next question. So percentage means division, dollar means addition, at the rate means subtraction, and hash means multiplication. We have to evaluate. 81 percentage 9, dollar 15, at the rate 7, hash 2. So 81 percentage 9, that is 81 divided by 9, dollar means addition, 15 minus 7 multiplied by 2. Okay, so this would be 9 plus 15 minus 14, that is 1 plus 9 is equals to 10. Option D is the right answer for this question. So this is a question which is related to syllogism. So some teachers are researchers. So I can say I am representing teachers as T, researchers as R. This is again R, and lazy as L. Okay. So some teachers are researchers. That means there is a partial overlap between teachers and researchers. And no researcher is lazy. No researcher is lazy. This is the correct Venn diagram. Okay. So understand. Don't mark. Don't write like this that lazy and teacher. Don't show the overlap between teacher or lazy, because it is not simply given. So obviously there is a partial overlap between teacher and researcher, and no overlap between researcher and lazy. That means 0% part of researcher overlaps with 0% part of lazy. If I'm saying no researcher is lazy, then if I'm asking you no lazy is researchers, that is also correct, because in no and some it works both ways. It works both ways. Conclusion 1, some teachers are not lazy. This is correct. Why? Because this part of teacher which was researcher is not lazy. Okay, I am saying that no researcher is lazy. Correct, I am saying no researcher is lazy. If I'm saying no researcher is lazy, that means 100% part of researcher is not lazy. If 100% part of researcher is not lazy, then I can say 10% part, 15% part, 20% part of researcher will also not be lazy. Suppose I am saying that 10% part of researcher is teacher. Suppose for example I am saying 10% of researcher is lazy. Suppose, just an example, 10% of researcher is lazy. I'm saying 10% of researcher is lazy. If 100% part of researcher is not lazy, then 10% of researcher will also not be lazy. Okay, then 10% will also not be lazy. If 10% is not lazy, and what was the 10%? It was 10% part of researcher was teacher. So I can say that some teacher, some part of teacher, because this 10% part is only a some part of teacher. So some teacher is not lazy. Correct. Okay, all teachers are not lazy, this is also correct. Why? Because no, no, this is not correct, this is not correct. Why? Because it is saying that all teachers are not lazy, that means it is saying that 100% teachers are not lazy, but it is incorrect. Why is it incorrect? Because you only know about this 10% part, 15% part, or 20, 30% part, or 50% part. You don't know anything about the 100% part. You do not know about the remaining part. It is saying that all teachers are not lazy, that means 100% teachers are not lazy. It is saying that 100% teachers are not lazy. 100% teachers are not lazy. 100% teachers are not lazy, that means complete teachers are not lazy. But you know only about some part. You only know about some part of teachers, about some part of teachers. Okay, so other is the uninformed area, other is the uninformed area, where you can't form any conclusion. So that is why only conclusion one will follow. I hope this concept is clear to all of you. Let's move to the next question. Okay, so we are having statements like some fruits are sweets, some fruits are sweets, all sweet things are edible, all sweet things are edible. Conclusion: some fruits are edible. Yes, this is correct. Why? Because some fruit is sweet, and all sweet things are edible, that means some fruits are edible. This is correct. Second one, all fruits are edible. No, this is not correct. This is not correct. Why is this not correct? Because only some part of fruit is edible. No fruit is edible. This is also incorrect. This is also incorrect. Okay. Why is this incorrect? Because there is already some part of fruit which is overlapping with edible. When there is already some overlap, you can't say that no part is not overlapping. All edibles are sweet. No, it is incorrect. Why? I have already told you that this is A and this is B. When you go from inside to outside, all and some both are correct. That means if I'm saying all A or B, then it is correct. Some A or B, it is correct. But when I'm coming from outside to inside, when I'm coming from outside to inside, only some is correct. Only some is correct. That means if I'm going from inside to outside, then I can say all sweet are edible, some sweet are edible. But when I'm coming from outside to inside, I can only say that some edibles are sweet. That is why the correct answer would be only one, that is only one conclusion will follow. Let's see the next one. Choose the address that is same as the one given below. So I am having 12/5A Rajaji Nagar, Bengaluru, Karnataka 560010. So eliminate option A. Why? Because it is having 550010. Eliminate this. Eliminate option D. Why? Because you are having 560001. This is also eliminated. You can eliminate this also. Why? Because this one you can eliminate this, because you need 5600. This is correct. So this is eliminated. Option C is the right answer for this question. So very simple question. Let's see the next question. Consider the following statement and choose the option that follows. The bank has introduced QR based transaction at all branches. Inference: customers are expected to use digital methods more. Traditional banking counters will be phased out. Okay. So we are given with the statement that bank has introduced QR based transaction at all branches. That means bank, if it is introducing QR based transaction, that means it is a part of a digital payment, it is a part of a digital method. So if it is a part of digital method, and if bank is introducing, and bank works according to the customer, according to the region, that means customers are expected to use digital method more. This is correct. Then only the bank is introducing this. Traditional banking counters will be phased out. No, you can't infer this from this statement. You can't infer this from this statement. It is nowhere mentioned. It is just talking about the QR based transactions. Okay, so only conclusion one will follow. Let's see the next one. If 6 plus 2 is 12, 6 plus 2 is 16, 7 plus 3 is 25, then find the value of 8 plus 4. Now understand, you are having 6 and you are having 7. These numbers are very close to the square of 6. So I can say if I am having 6 square, no, not that. you can see that these are close to the multiplication of these here, where they're close to the multiplication of these. That means if I'm saying that 6 multiplied by 2, and if I add 4, then I can get 16. If I multiply 7 and 3, and if I add 4, then I can get 25. So this is the correct logic. You are having numbers a and b. You are having numbers a and b. What you need to do, a b plus 4 in order to get the number a b plus 4. Just a pattern. Okay, now you need to find the value of 8 plus 4. That means you need to find the value of ab plus 4. That means 8 multiplied by 4 plus 4. 32 plus 4 is 36. Option C is the correct answer for this question. What should come in the place of question mark in the following series? So you have the series 14, 26, 50, 98, 194. So how can we solve? We can solve using 2 3 methods. Let's see. If I am using the difference method, okay, I'm having 14, 26, 50, 98, and 194. So in this I am having a gap of 12. In this I am having a gap of 24. In this I am having a gap of 30, 48, and here I am having a gap of 6 and 96. So what you can see, these numbers are being doubled. That means 12 multiplied by 2 is 24, 24 multiplied by 2 is 48, 48 multiplied by 2 is 96. That means the next number you also need to multiply by 2. You will get the answer of 192. So you need to add 192 in 194, because what we are doing, 14 plus 12 is 26, 26 plus 24 52, 50 plus 48 98. So similarly we would need to get the answer as 194 plus 192, that is 386. Option A is the correct answer for this question. Second in the second one, what logic can we use? We can use the logic of n multiplied by 2 minus 2. So if you are having 14, 26, 50, 98, and 194, so if you are multiplying all these numbers by 2, so 14 multiplied by 2 minus 2. So 14 multiplied by 2 is 28, 28 minus 2 is 26. Similarly 26 multiplied by 2, 52, 52 minus 2, 50. 50 multiplied by 2, 100, 100 minus 2, 198. 98 multiplied by 2, 196, 196 minus 2, 194. So similarly multiplied by 2 minus 2, 194 multiplied by 2 is 388. 388 minus 2 is 386. Option A is the correct answer for this question, and I have showed you two methods how you can solve this question using the two methods. I hope this is clear. Let's see the next one. Again, question of series. I am having 2, 3, minus 1, 8, minus 8, and question mark. So what we can do, we can find the difference. So 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 minus 4. Okay, I am adding minus 4 in 3 in order to get minus 1. Minus 1 and from minus 1 we are going to 8. That means I am adding 9. Here I added 1. 2 plus 1 3. 3 minus 4 minus 1. Minus 1 plus 9 8. And then from 8 to minus 8 I would be going to minus 16. I would be adding minus 16 in order to get minus 8. So what are these? These are all the square numbers, square of numbers, and alternate plus minus sign. So I'm having alternate plus minus sign. That means and this is the logic of the double of the difference. That means the next number would be positive. Here I'm having positive, then I would be having positive number, and 5 square, that is 25. So you need to do 20, you need to add 25 and minus 8, you would be getting 17. Option B is the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next one. 7 boxes are kept one above another to make up a stack. The bottom box is numbered as 1, while the topmost is numbered as 1 and the bottommost is numbered as 7. Each box contains different numbers of fruit, and okay, there are 20 oranges. The box of banana is 2 boxes above the melon. There are 70 melons. There are 20 and 60 fruits in the topmost and the bottommost boxes respectively. The box of apples is just above the box of banana. The box of kiwi is just above the box of mango. There are 30 cherries in the box. The box containing 50 fruits is just above the box containing 10 fruits. And you need to find how many apples are there. Understand how to solve this type of question. So firstly I'm just numbering it: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, because all these fruits are contained in boxes. These are arranged in boxes and this is called as a stack. This is called as a stack. They are kept one above the other. They are kept one above the other. Okay, they are kept one above the other. And all of these boxes are containing different number of fruits. All of these boxes are containing different number of fruits. So there are fruits and also different number of fruits. So you can see you are having fruits ranging from 10 to 70. You are having 20 oranges. I'm writing information here. Banana is two boxes above the box of melon. Understand, there is a difference. There is a difference between two boxes. Two boxes, suppose between A and B. If I'm saying there are two boxes between A and B, then it means that it is like this: A, one box, two box, and then B. That means two boxes are in between A and B. It is like that. But if I'm saying that A is suppose let's take this example: two box above B, two box above B, and or I can say A is two box below B. So what you need to do, whatever number is given to you here, just subtract 1 from it. I am saying A is n box above B. I am saying A is n box above B. So you need to understand, if I'm saying A is n box above B, that means A would be above B. This is confirmed, right? A is above B. This is confirmed. A is above B. But how many boxes are there in between A and B? That means I can say n minus 1 box. Understand, this is a very important concept and a lot of students make a mistake in this concept every time. So if I'm saying A is n boxes above B, A is n boxes below B, then there are n minus 1 boxes between A and B. Between A and B, there are n minus 1 boxes between A and B. I hope this is clear. Okay, so just a second. Yeah, so understand, there are 20 oranges. So banana is two boxes above the box of melon. That is, banana is kept above melon. But how many boxes are in between banana and melon? One box is between banana and melon. That means it would look like this: banana, one melon. Why I follow this structure? I follow this structure so that we can understand how we have to place this in this chart, how to place this in this chart. Now there are 70 melons. That means the number of melons is 70. 20 and 60 fruits are kept in topmost and bottommost. So that means 20 is present here and 70 is present here. If 20 is present here and 20 was oranges, that means oranges are placed here. Oranges are placed here. Got my point? And if 70 is melon, that means melon is placed here, and you have to leave one box in between, then you would be getting banana here. Got it? Now apple is, the box of apple is just above the boxes of banana. That means apple is present here. Apple is present here. Okay. Kiwi is just above the box of mango. If kiwi is just above the box of mango, understand, there are only two boxes which are empty right now, like two consecutive boxes which are empty right now. That means kiwi would be placed here and mango would be placed here. Okay, there are 30 cherries. That means cherries would be placed here, and there are 30 cherries. That means you have to write 30 here. Okay, the box containing 50 fruits is just above the box containing 10 fruits. Okay, is there any other number left? Hmm, is there any other number left? 30 cherries done. Okay, 50 is kept just above 10. Okay, 50 is kept just above 10. So if I'm keeping 50 just above 10, I am having some possibilities that, suppose I can keep 50 here and 10 here. Similarly 50 here, 10 here, 50 here, 10 here. We need some additional cases. Okay, so that we can put it up. So we have already, and we have already found three numbers. Okay, so just a second, I'll just, let me erase this part. Okay. um, okay, so what we can think of here. Okay, okay, I have made a mistake here. That's why I felt The thing is wrong. That means 60 is at the bottom most. Okay, 60 is at the bottom most. So that is why this whole case is incorrect. Just give me a second to just correct this. Okay, 60 is at the bottom most. Okay, that means what else we can think of here, that apple was just above bananas. Apple was just above banana. That means I am having a combination of apple then banana. Okay, then you have to leave one box and then you would be having melon, which whose number is 70. Okay, and kiwi is also just above mango, but right now in this we can't. So what we can do, we can make some case here. I'm writing apple here, then banana here, leave one box, and then I can place melon here. But there is also one other possibility in which I can say orange is there 20 and this is 60. But this time I am saying that apple is starting from here, that is apple, banana, and melon 70. These two possibilities are there. Kiwi was just above mango. That means there are only two positions left here. That means kiwi is placed here, mango is placed here. So this case is eliminated. This case is eliminated. This case is eliminated. Why is this case eliminated? Because there are no consecutive positions available for kiwi and mango. That means cherries would be present here, and there are 30 cherries, and 50 fruits is just above 10 fruits. That means 50 is present here, 10 is present here. This leaves kiwi with 40. How many apples are there? There are 50 apples in the boxes. There are 50 apples in this box. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's move to the next question, question number 20. If storm is coded as RSNQL, so I am having storm and this is coded as RSNQL. How is shine coded as? Now from S to R, I can see this is 19 and this is 18. Okay, so I can just write here 19, 20, 15, 18 and 13. Similarly 18, 19, 14, 17 and 12. So you can see in all of these I am subtracting 1 from the place value. So 1 subtracted from place values of all the letters of the word, for place values of all the letters of the word. How is shine coded as? How is shine coded as? Shine would be coded as this is 19, 8, 9, 14 and 5. So you would be having Q, G, H, M and D. Okay, sorry, this is R actually, not Q, this is R. So RGHMD. RGHMD, option A is the correct answer for this question. This is 8, 7, 8, 13 and 4. Okay, let's see the next one. What word is formed by 0, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 3, 4? Okay, so understand, this is a question of chapter matrix. This is question of chapter matrix. Now 0 comma 4, 0 comma 4. Okay, 0 comma 4, that means this is 0 and this is 4, so this is L. Okay, 4 comma 3, so this is 4 and this is 3, that is L. 2 comma 1, this is 2 and this is 1, that is A. And 3 comma 4, 3 is this and this is 4, that is A. L L A A, option D is the correct answer for this question. Always remember, this is the first part, that means this is the horizontal part, sorry, vertical part, and this is the horizontal part. Okay, I hope this is clear. Let's move to the next question. You notice your manager is unusually silent at a crucial meeting after a recent personal loss. The team expects decisions. What is the best action? Take the initiative for key discussion and offer support afterwards. Remain silent until the manager speaks. Ask intrusive questions about their loss. Criticize the lack of leadership. So, what is the best option? What is the best action? So, understand, criticize the lack of leadership. No, this is absolutely incorrect, because he is suffering from a personal loss, and you should never criticize the lack of leadership at that point, because it does not really represent the leadership. Okay, it does not really represent the leadership. He's suffering from something. How can you say that? Ask intrusive questions about their loss, this is also not valid, because understand he's suffering from some personal loss and then you are asking about that. Okay, so it is wrong. Remain silent until the manager speaks, this is also incorrect. Why? Because this is a crucial meeting, this is a crucial meeting, and in crucial meeting the decisions should be made, decisions should be made. That is why the correct action is option A. Why? Because take the initiative for key discussion and offer the support afterwards, because this is a crucial meeting, discussions should happen. Okay, and after that you can offer the support. Let's see question number 23. Find the odd one out in the given semantic series based on the pattern identify. You are having iron, platinum, zinc and lead. Iron, platinum, zinc and lead. Okay. So in this question, the main thing is that platinum. Okay, so platinum is the odd one out here. Platinum is the odd one out, where iron, zinc and lead, iron, zinc and lead are not the odd one out. The reason for this is very very simple, that this platinum is like a precious type of metal, this is a precious type of metal, whereas iron, zinc and lead are like normal type of metals. Okay, so that is why the odd one out would be option B. Okay, let's see the next question now. So again, this is a question of series. Let's see, 19, 19, 38, 114. We have to fill this space, and 2280. Okay, so 19, understand 19 is becoming 38 by multiplication of 2, and 38 is becoming 114 by multiplication of 3, and you can see here it is being multiplied by 1. So this is the pattern, multiplied by 1, multiplied by 2, multiplied by 3, that means the next number is to be multiplied by 4. So 456 is the correct answer for this question, option C is the right answer. Again a question of series, 64, 68, 77, 93, 118, and you need to find this. So the gap is of 4, then you have 9, then you have 16, you have 25. So these are the square of the number. So 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, that means the next number would be at a gap of 36, which is 6 square. That means this number would be 118 plus 36, 154. Option B is the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next one. By rearranging the letters of restaurant, okay, by rearranging the letters of the restaurant, we can get a meaningful English word. Each letter is denoted with a different numbers as shown in the table below. The combination of the numbers for the word which is not meaningful, table 1 to 10 mapped to restaurant. Just let me check this question once. So basically 1 to 10 are mapped to restaurant. Okay, just let me show you how. So I'm having R E S T A U R A N T. So it is mapped like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. So basically this table was given to you in the examination, and by rearranging the letters of this we can get a meaningful word. Each is denoted by a different number. So if I'm considering option A, in option A I am having 954, so N A T, and then I'm having 6, that is U, then I'm having R, that is 7, and 2, that is E. So nature. Okay, so option A, it is forming a word, it is forming a word, this is a valid word, and we need to find the option which is not forming a valid word. Let's see the second option, 724, that is R E T, and then I'm having 4. Okay, I'm done, 4, and then 6, U R and 9. So return, this is also a valid word, valid and meaningful word. Third one, 987, that is N-A-R-R. Okay, N-A-R-R, and then I'm having 5, that is A, then T, and then I'm having E, and then this is E is 2. Okay, narrates. Okay, this is also valid. And D option, I'm having 610, that is U T, and then I'm having 7 R, and then E, and then 5, that is A. Okay, so this is not a valid word. This is not a valid word or a meaningful word. So that is why option D is the correct answer for this question. Option D is the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next one. Seven persons purchased some items one after the another: paper, pen, TV, printer, mug, mouse, phone, but not necessarily in the same order. A purchased a mouse, and then there is a gap of 2% between A and E. E didn't come first or last. As many persons came after A are the same as the persons who came before F, who purchased the pen. C purchased an eraser immediately before A. There is a gap of 4% between E and G. G who purchased a TV. G purchased a phone immediately before E who purchased a TV. Okay. The mug is purchased by B. There is a gap of how many persons between F and G. So this is the question which is given to you. Okay. So I have just made a change in this question. Okay. So here I have replaced the TV with the printer. Okay. So that was the error basically here. Now let's see. I am having 7%. Got it? I am having total of 7%. Then they are purchasing some item one after the other. Now A is purchasing a mouse. Okay, A is purchasing a mouse, and there is a gap of 2 persons in between A and E. There is a gap of 2 persons in between A and E, and E does not come first or last. Okay, so if there is a gap of 2 persons between A and E, I can say that either A could be before E or E could be before A. So I'm saying that I'm having A and A purchased a mouse. So two possibilities: whether I'm having 2 persons in between A and B, A and E, where A purchased before E, or I'm having this type of arrangement where E purchased before A and gap of 2 persons in between A and E, and E didn't come first or last. Okay. Now as many came after A, so I'm putting this type of symbol, that means after A, and it is the same number as came before F, and F purchased a pen. C purchased an eraser. C purchased an eraser immediately before A. C purchased an eraser immediately before A. So in this arrangement, I can put C here, who purchased an eraser. Similarly, I can adjust C here, who purchased an eraser. Okay. Gap of 4% in between E and G purchased a printer. Okay. Now understand, there is a gap of 4 persons in between G and E. If you see this arrangement, so you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. That means I have to place G here, printer here. Okay. Then only there is a gap of 4% between G and E, who purchased a printer. G purchased a phone immediately before E, who purchased a TV. Just a second, I have to check this again. It should be actually D. It should be D. D purchased a phone immediately before E. So replace this G with a D. Okay. So D purchased a phone immediately before E. So D is purchasing immediately before E, and D is purchasing a phone. In this case, 3 persons I was already having, and that means D phone is present here. Okay, and also four people in between. Four people in between E and G. Understand? I'm having 3 people already. That means 1 people extra. So you can adjust G here. G printer would be present here. How many persons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means 1 person is present here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This arrangement is done. B is purchasing a mug. B is purchasing a mug, and people before A, people after A is equals to the number of people before F. Now in this arrangement, how many people are after A? 1, 2, 3, 4. That means 4 people should be before F. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 people before F. That means F should have been in this position. So this arrangement is invalid. In this one, I am saying, I'm saying that 2 persons are here, A and G. Okay, I am saying 2 persons are present after A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So arrangement is done. So I am saying, if I am saying 2 persons are after A, that means 2 persons should be before F. That means F is placed here, and F is pen. That means B is present here. B is mug. Okay, and E purchased a TV. So this is the final arrangement. Okay, this is the final arrangement. How many persons are there between F and G? You can see there are 3 people between F and G. Option D is the correct answer for this question. Okay, let's see the next one. Dog is coded as 4157. Dog is coded as 4157. So you can see all of these are place values. All are place values. Correct? All are place values. So bat would be coded as 2120. Option C is the correct answer for this question. Now you are given with the code. So you are given with code 1 comma 2, 3 comma 1, 2 comma 4 and 4 comma 4. So 1 comma 2, that means 1 is present here, 2 is present here. Always understand, whatever number is given to you first is in this one, and the second number is this one. So 1 comma 2, that means it is corresponding to A. 3 1, 3 1 means 3 present here, 1 present here, that is K. 2 4, 2 is present here, 4 is present here, that is E. And 4 comma 4 is L. So A K E L. Option C is the correct answer for this question. Zenith is related to Nadir and success is related to, you need to find this. Okay, so the options are given to you as failure, objective, gain or career. Failure, objective, gain or career. The correct answer would be option A, failure. Okay, so I think these are the antonyms, right? These are the antonyms. The opposite of zenith is Nadir and the opposite of success would be failure. Okay, I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's see the next one. Select the option that does not belong to the same category. Ear, eye, nose and hand. Ear, eye, nose and hand. The correct answer would be hand because it's not a sensory organ. Okay, let's see the next one. In the dictionary order, which comes first? Thrill, thresh, thrown and throb. So you are seeing that THR is common. THR is common. In this, the next word is I, E, O and O. I, E, O and O. So which one would come first? This E would come first after THR because THR is common. THR is common in all. So that means you need to compare the next letter. Compare next letter after THR. So the next letter here is I, here it is E, here it is O, here it is O. So the first letter that would come in the dictionary order is thresh. Option A is the right answer for this question. You see a co-worker violating a safety rule. What should you do? Ignore if no harm yet. Ignore it. Report to the supervisor immediately. Yes, this is the correct one. Correct them politely on the spot. Take a photo and share online. Okay. So all of these are wrong. You have to report to the supervisor immediately because why safety rules are very important and no one should violate this. In a sports club, a man gets full time coaches, but women get part time coaches despite equal membership fees. Women need less training. Male coaches work longer. Women's team are stronger. Possible gender bias in coaching allocation. So what was the given statement? The man gets full time coach, but women gets part time coach despite the equal membership fees. Despite the equal membership fees. So what can be the possible reason? So the correct answer would be possible gender bias in the coaching allocation because membership fees is equal. Okay, and that means there is a gender bias. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's now see question number 35. Trivandrum hosted its seminar on Wednesday. Kochi held its seminar 2 days before Trivandrum. Kozhikode hosted it 3 days after Trivandrum, and Alappuzha hosted it on the same day as Kochi. On which day was Alappuzha seminar? Okay. Now, so basically Trivandrum hosted it on Wednesday, and Kochi held 2 days before Trivandrum. Kochi held 2 days before Trivandrum. That means Wednesday minus 2. That means it would be Monday. Okay, it would be Monday. And Cozy Code, okay, Cozy Code hosted it 3 days after. That means Monday plus 3. Monday plus 3. That means Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. and Alapuza hosted it on the same day as Kochi. That means the correct answer would be Monday. Option A is the correct answer for this question. Which comes next in the series? So I am having the series as 2, 5, 3, 6, 4, 7, 8, 6, 9, 7, 10, 8. If you see, if you check the alternate series, because it's a very very lengthy series, and if you check the alternate series, you would be having 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 8. Okay, 4 to 8. 5 is missing here, so it would be 4 to 5. Okay, that is why I was thinking why is it 8 here. Okay, so just let me write it once again. So 2 to 3 plus 1, 3 to 4 plus 1, 4 to 5 plus 1, 5 to 6 plus 1, 6 to 7 plus 1, 7 to 8 plus 1. So in all of these you can notice a pattern of plus 1. What about the remaining series? If you notice the remaining series, you are having 5 to 6 plus 1, 6 to 7 plus 1, 7 to 8 plus 1, 8 to 9 plus 1, 9 to 10 plus 1. That means the next term would be 10 plus 1, that is 11. Option A is the right answer for this question. In a certain code language, hatch is coded as 12, 5, 24, 7 and 12, and demon is coded as 8, 9, 17, 19 and 18. Okay, now if you see the place values of these letters, you are having 8, 1, 20, 3 and again 8. Similarly 4, 5, 13, 15 and 14. So what pattern you notice here? What pattern do you notice here? You can see that here is the pattern of plus 4, again plus 4, again plus 4, again plus 4, again plus 4. Similarly 4 is added here in the place value, 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 and 4 is added here in the place value. So what is the logic? What is the logic that is used? Add 4 in the place value of the letters. Add 4 in the place values of the letters. In the place values of the letters. Simple logic. So we need to find the code for reader. We need to find the code for reader. This is 18, 5, 1, 4, 5 and 18. Okay, now simply add 4 in all of this. You would be getting, okay, you would be getting 22, 9, 5, 8, 9 and 23. So option, wait a minute, 22, 9, 5, 8, 9 and 23. I think some option. Actually, this is 22 actually, not 23. This should be 22. This is 22 actually. Okay. So this is 22. So 22, 9, 5, 8, 9, 22. Option C is the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next question. There is a family of 7 members. There is a family of 7 members. Pooja, Payal, Paras, Preet, Palak, Priya and Parth. In that family, there are 3 generations having 2 married couples. 3 generation and 2 married couples. Okay. Now, Preet is the brother-in-law of Paras and Pooja is daughter-in-law of Pia. So understand, Pooja is daughter-in-law of Pia and Pia and Parth are married couple. So Pia is married to Parth. Pia is married to Parth. And Parth is father. So I'm just writing plus sign here. And this Pia is the wife of Parth because you can see Parth is the father of Paras. And they are having only one son. They are having only one son. Okay, they are having only one son. So if I'm saying that, that means I can say that Paras, Paras, Parth is the father of Paras, Paras is the only son, and Pooja is the daughter-in-law of Pia. Pooja is the daughter-in-law of Pia. That means Pooja is the only daughter-in-law of Pia. Why? Why? Because uh, Paras is the only son. That means Pooja is the only daughter-in-law of Pia and Parth. And who is the mother of Paras? So you can say that Pia is the mother of Paras. Option B is the correct answer for this question. But let's complete this question. Preet is brother-in-law of Paras. Preet is brother-in-law. That means Preet is brother-in-law. That means Preet is the brother. Preet is the brother of Pooja. Preet is the brother of Pooja. Palak is sister of Payal. Okay, let's see. Payal is the daughter of Paras. Payal is the daughter of Paras. That means Payal and Palak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So you can see you are having two married couple, Pia Parth and Paras Puja. Okay. And you are having three generations and seven members. So this is the complete blood relation chart that you needed to draw in this question. Okay. Let's see the next one. All engineers are graduates. So all engineers are graduates. All engineers are graduates. Some graduates are teachers, and no teacher is a doctor. No teacher is a doctor. Conclusion. Some engineers may be teachers. No, maybe is always used in the case of possibility. Maybe is always used in the case of possibility. Some engineers may be teachers. Yes, this is correct. Why? Because first of all, there is no direct relation. There is no direct relation between engineer and teacher. No direct relation between engineer and teacher. Engineer and teacher. Second, there is no restriction. There is no restriction. So if there is no restriction, that means I can say there is an overlap possible. So if I'm saying that if this is possible, then what would be the Venn diagram of this? The Venn diagram would become like this. So this is engineer, this is graduate, and this would become teacher. This is the possible diagram. This is the possible diagram. This is the possible diagram. But this is a definite diagram. This is a definite diagram. Some doctors are not engineers. Some doctors are not engineers. Understand, there is again no direct relation between doctors and engineers. No direct relation between doctors and engineers. That is, this is incorrect. So the correct answer would be only conclusion one will follow. Only conclusion one will follow. I hope this is clear. Let's see the next one. So I'm having this question of coded blood relation. This is a question of coded blood relation. Now J percentage R, that means J is the husband of R. J is the husband of R. Okay. Some symbol is missing here. I have to just check. Okay. Okay. So J is husband of R. Okay. Now next line says S dollar J. S dollar J. That means acha, this is dollar actually. A dollar B. That means J is the sister of B. J is the sister of B. If sorry, just a second, have to check this once again. Yeah, it was correct actually. It is correct. It is correct. That means S is the sister of J. S is the sister of J. That means S is the sister of J. P percentage D means P is the husband of D. P is the husband of D. D and S, that means D is the parent of S. D is the parent of S. If D is the parent of S, that means and what was the relation between P and D? P is the husband of D. That means P is the husband of D and D is the wife of P, and both are the parents of S and J. How is P related to R? P is the father-in-law of R. Option B is the right answer for this question. Three of the following words are alike in some manner and hence form a group. Which word does not belong to that group? Bhutan, Nepal, Singapore and China. Bhutan, Nepal, Singapore and China. Now which would be odd one out of all these? Which would be odd one out? Tell me. Okay. The correct answer for this is Singapore. Now what's the logic? What's the logic and why is Singapore the odd one out? Because Bhutan, Nepal and China share boundary with India. Share boundary with India. Whereas Singapore does not share a boundary with India. So that is why this is the odd one out. This is the odd one out. Okay. I hope this is clear. Let's see the next question now. I'm having AZ CYEX and we need to find the next one. Now from A to C I am noticing +2, from C to E I am noticing +2, from Z to Y -1, Y to X -1. That means the next one would be from E2, if I'm adding 2, then I would be getting G, and from X, if I'm subtracting 1, then I would be getting W. So GW, option B is the right answer for this question. If mango is written as OGNAM, how is guava written as? Now understand, this mango, if you reverse this, okay, this mango, if you reverse this, you would get this. Okay, so OGNAM. So what is the logic? What is the logic? Reverse the letters, reverse the letters. So what would be the answer? Just reverse the letter of the guava, you would be getting A U A U G. Okay. Hmm. Acha, this is V actually, so this would be V. So AVAUG. AVAUG. Option D is the right answer for this question. So question number 44. Okay. Now in a row of 21 girls, Rita was shifted by 5 places towards the right. Rita was shifted 5 places towards the right. She became 12th from the left hand. What was the earlier position from the right end of the row? So I always understand, in this is a question of order and ranking. This is a question of order and ranking. And in order and ranking, there is a formula. If I want to find the total number of people in a row, people in a row, total number of people in a row, how can I find? I can find using a simple basic formula. Position of a person from left hand plus position position. Okay. So plus position of a person from right hand minus 1. Okay, so you can also remember this using T is equals to L plus R minus 1. Remember this, these two persons, both persons should be same. This is, I'm talking about a single person. So if I am having position of a person X, suppose I'm talking about position of a person X in a row. If I'm having his position from the left hand and I'm having his position from the right hand, then I would be easily able to find the total number of people. Now, there was a row of 21 girls where when Rita was shifted by 5 places towards the right, she became 12th from the left hand. So, after shifting 5 positions, she is becoming 12th from the she is becoming 12th from the left hand. Okay, so I am saying that 1, 2, 3, 4, and suppose I am saying okay, suppose Rita was placed here initially, that there are some people towards the right of Rita, and now Rita is being shifted 5 places towards the right. That means now Rita is shifted towards this place. Rita is placed towards this place. And now she is becoming 12th from the left hand. Now she is becoming 12th from the left hand. So what was the position of Rita initially? So Rita's initial position, it was simply 12 minus 5, 12 minus 5, that is 7th from the left hand, 7th from left hand. Now I know the initial position of Rita from the left hand, and I want to find the initial position from the right hand. I want to find the initial position from the right hand of the row. Okay, so what I can do, I can use this formula. 21 is equals to position from left hand is 7, position from right hand we need to find, and minus 1. So 6, I would be getting position from the right end as 15. Option A is the correct answer for this question. Now suppose in the same question, if I'm asking you another question, find what is the final position from the right hand. Final position from the right hand. Final position from right hand. What would be the answer? Now, since I already know that she is becoming 12th from the left hand, that means this is the final position from left, final from left. We already know final from left. So you don't have to do anything, just use the formula normally. So I am having 21 is equals to 12 plus R minus 1. This would be getting 9, R would be equals to 10. That is the final position of Rita. Final position of Rita from the right hand would be 10th from the right, 10th from the right. Okay, I hope this is clear. Let's see the next one. Find the missing letter. So I'm just writing it more clearly here because I don't think image is much clear. So I'm writing A P H D S K G V and question mark. This is the question that was given to you. This is the table which is given to us. Now how can we solve this question? Okay, how can we solve this question? Now we have to find the missing letter, and I have you can just say that I'm writing the place value. So 1, 4 and 7, 16, 19 and 22, then 8, 11 and question mark, 8, 11 and question mark. Okay, so if you see a pattern, if you observe a pattern here, what is the pattern here? From A to D I am adding 3, from D to G again I am adding 3, similarly from P to S I am adding 3, from S to V I am adding 3, from H to A I am adding 3. That means from K, if I add 3 I would be getting K plus 3, that is 11 plus 3, that is 14, and 14 is the place value of N. Option D is the right answer for this question. I hope this is clear. Let's see the next one. Select the option that does not belong to the same category as the other. I am having 42, 56, 63 and 84. Now, mm, you can say all of these 42, 63 and 84. Okay. If I say this is 7 multiplied by 6, 7 multiplied by 6, this is 7 multiplied by 8, this is 7 multiplied by 9, this is 7 multiplied by 12. Or what else we can think of? If you see one more thing, if you observe one more thing, okay, uh, this is also 21 into 4. If I can also write this in the form of 14 and 6, or no, I don't think so. So what else we can think of here is that all of these, all except 56, all except 56 are multiple of 21. All except 56 are multiple of 21. I wanted to check if there is any consecutive numbers logic present here, because 7 and 6 are consecutive, 7 and 8 are consecutive, but the 7 and 9 and 7, 12 are not consecutive. That is why consecutive multiplication logic is not applicable here. So that is why option B is the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next one. Which word can be formed using all the words of TROAINLA? So rational is a word which can be formed. I hope this is clear. Midway through a large event, you see a safety hazard, but the program is running smoothly. What is the best decision? Ignore and hope for the best? No. Why? Because it is a safety hazard. Safety issues should never be ignored. Second one, pause the event briefly to solve the safety issue. Yes, this is correct, because safety, like the safety of the people, is the topmost priority. So you should always give priority to safety. Wait until the program events. No, there might be a fire, and like till the program and the fire like can like some people can really get hurt because of that fire or because of that safety hazard. So never wait on this. Delegate without inspecting. No, first you should inspect what is the cause, how it spread, and then as soon as you know, or as soon as you see like the danger is immediate, so you need to evacuate the people. Let's see the next one. A school offers advanced classes to more students from affluent backgrounds than from poor backgrounds. What inference is valid? Possible socio-economic discrimination. In a recruitment test, candidates from one state had their interview scheduled in the morning, while the others had in the late evening after the delays. In the late evening after the delays, which inference is most valid? The correct would be okay. Understand, candidate from one state had in the morning, others had late evening, even after the delays. So scheduling favored one state. Scheduling favored one state. Let's see the next one. Now I'm having this mathematical operation question. I'm having 50 percentage 4 dollar 20 at the rate 15 hash 5. Very simple question. 50 multiplied by 4 dollar is addition, that is 20, at the rate, that means subtraction, minus 15 divided by 5. So 200 plus 20 minus 3. You would be having 217 as the correct answer for this question. If given that m$n means m is not greater than or equals to n, which can be concluded if m is not greater than, if m is not greater than or equal to, understand, if I'm saying m is not greater than or equal to, that means this is this sign, it is talking about this sign. Okay, in my inequality classes I have taught you about this, that this means that it is not greater or equal to. Understand, there are three symbols involved. Okay, you are having greater than, you are having less than, and you are having equals to. Then there is a concept of not equal to, there is a concept of not equal to, this is called as not equal. Whenever you are having not equals, that means if I'm saying that a is not equals to b, then there are two cases. In the first case I can say that a is either greater than b, or if I'm saying a is less than b. So only two possibility exist in this case. Okay, and so similar to that, if I'm saying pm is not greater than, achha, this is a reverse sign, just a second, this is a reverse sign, not greater than or equals to. Okay, not greater than or equals to, so it means only one possibility, that m is less than n, only this possibility exists. So that is why option a is the correct answer for this question. So understand, if I'm saying a is greater than equals to but not greater than equals to, this is not greater than or equals to b, then a would be less than b. If I'm saying a is not less than equals to b, then I can say a is greater than b. If I'm saying a is not greater than b, then a is less than or equals to b. If a is not less than b, then a is greater than equals to b. I hope if similar type of question is ever asked in your examination, okay, then you would be easily able to find the answer. It's just a question of few seconds. Okay, I hope this question is clear to all of you. Very simple question. Let's see the next one. Similar type of question. P and Q means less than equals. So and means less than equals. Percentage means greater than. Okay. So what, which is correct? So I am having D and E percentage F. So that means D is less than equals to E and E is greater than F. Now we need to find the relation between D and F. I've always told you that if you are having this opposite signs in a single row, if you are having this opposite sign between two elements, this opposite sign between two elements, okay, then there is no valid conclusion. Suppose I am having A, B, C. So no valid conclusion between A and C, no valid conclusion between A and C. If I'm saying A is greater than B, less than C, again similar case. If I'm saying A is greater than equals to B, less than C, again similar case. A less than equals to B, greater than C, similar case. So all of these are not forming any confusion between A and C. Okay, I hope this much is clear. So which is correct cannot be determined, because you can't really determine the relation between, D and F. I hope this is clear. Okay, let's see the next one. So same thing. Okay, some symbol is missing here, so we can just represent it like A and B. I can say A and B means A is equals to B. A hash B, I'm saying A is greater than B. Statement I'm just writing here, A and B hash C, because you can just name anything, it doesn't matter. Now A and B means A is equals to B, and B hash C means B is greater than C. B is greater than C. Okay, B is greater than C. So this is the quality which is formed. So understand what are correct. Now understand, I have always told you that in this type of situation, whenever you have to find the relation between this element and this element, what is given priority? Priority is given with respect to the elements. You have first element as equal in between them, and the second element you are having greater than sign. So what would be the net inequality? It would be greater than. Why? Because I have already told you, in the priority order you are having the first priority as greater than or less than. In the second one, you are having the priority as greater than equal, less than equal. Then the third priority comes is equal. That means what would be the correct relation between A and C? It would be A is greater than C. A is greater than C. Now, A is equals to B and B is greater than C. Yes, option A is the correct answer for this question. Second one, B is not equal to C. B is greater than C. It is invalid. A is greater than B. No. A is equals to C. Cannot be determined. No. You can determine using the option A. Let's see question number 55. Some boys are engineers. Some boys are engineers, and all engineers are intelligent. All engineers are intelligent. So that means some boys are intelligent because this part of boys, which is engineer, is intelligent. All intelligent are engineers. I have already told you. If you are going from inside to outside, all and some both are correct. But when you are coming from outside to inside, then only some is correct. This is invalid. Option A is the correct answer for this question. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's see the next one. In the word education, if all vowels are removed, what is the third remaining letter from the left? I am having the word which is education. Vowels are removed, that means remove this, okay, remove this, and remove this. That means now the word which is formed is D C T N. What is the third remaining letter from the left? It is T. It is T. Okay. Option B is the correct answer for this question. Now in the examination, you don't have to write each and everything. What you can do, you can just ignore the vowels. You don't even need to touch the pen. Just ignore the vowels and then start counting 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So you have to do like this in for the examination. I hope this is clear. Let's see the next one. Now select the combination of the letters when sequentially placed in the blanks of the given letter series. You are having R slash dash S dash CR dash T dash RU dash TC dash US. I'm using a different color so that we can just discriminate, differentiate, sorry. Okay. Now, okay, now understand. You are having a pair of C and R and then dash T. Okay, CR dash T. So what you can fill here, and you also having r dash s. So see how, like, after how many letters it is being repeated, after how many letters it is being repeated. Now I am seeing a pair of I'm seeing a pair of ru. Here also r is given and here u and s is given. That means if I put u here, so ru, okay, so similarly ru, but here you can see T. So RUS is not applicable everywhere. Okay, RUS is not applicable everywhere. So what else we can think of here? Okay, so uh, RUSTC. Okay, have I missed any letter here? Acha, there are two blanks here. There are two blanks here. That is why. Okay, there are two blanks here. There are two blanks here. So I can easily place U and S here. So R, the pattern, the cycle is of R U S T C. So you can see, you can divide with this block R U S T C, then R U S T C, R U S T C, R U S. Okay. So this is the pattern in which you need to divide. Now, what would be the correct answer? It would start from just a second. R USDC. It should start from U, right? Mm. So there might be a chance that we have missed a blank here, something. So there might be a chance that C is also present here, like here I'm talking about. So it should be like CUTUS. CUTUS. Option C is the correct answer for this question. So CUTUS. Then I'm having CSR. CSR, and then I think one more blank is missing, that is T. Okay, so basically this is the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next one. A major oil spill occurred near the coastline. Course of action: evacuate nearby regions, deploy emergency response team. So both are correct, because if there is a major oil spill, that you need to evacuate the nearby region and you also have to deploy the emergency response team. Both are correct. All ethical companies are trusted by customers. Only ethical companies are trusted. Only ethical companies are trusted. Okay. No, it is incorrect. Why? Because non-ethical companies are also being trusted. But all ethicals are trusted, but it is not the vice versa. Second one, some companies may be unethical yet still trusted. Yes, you can see ethical are trusted, but it is not talking about the non-ethical. But some companies who are unethical, they still may be trusted. So that is why only the second conclusion is correct. If BQQMF is written as apple, okay, so I am having BQQMF and this is written as apple. So what is the logic? You can see -1, -1, -1, -1 and -1. So all of these are shifted by one place. Letters, all letters, all letters are shifted back one place. That means in order to find the code for grape, what you need to do, just shift each letter of this word by one. So that means you would be getting F, Q, Z, O and D. So option B is the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next one. A letter word is represented by the set of numbers using the given matrices. Okay, identify the set for short. You need the set for short. Okay, now just a second. Now short, either you can have 0 0, you are getting, just a second. Okay, so you are here, if you see 0 0 in option, let's start option by option. In the first option I am having 2 1, so in case of 2 1 it is S. Okay, 2 1 is forming S. What in the case of 4 3? In case of 4 3 I am having H. Okay, 5 7, 5 7 is this one, that means O. 12 1 2, that means R. And 5 6, 5 6, that means R. So this is incorrect. Let's see the second option. 0 0, again S. I'm having 7 8, 7 8 is H. 5 7 is O. Then I'm having 3 4, 3 4 is R. And I'm having 3 3, 3 3 is T. So option B is the correct answer for this question. In the C option, let's check C option also. C 6 6, 6 6 is 6 6 is S. Then 2 2, 2 2 is H. 5 7 is O again. Then I'm having 7 7, which is R. Then I'm having 2 1, 2 1 is S. So again incorrect. Okay. D option. This is H. This is H. Then 0 4, 0 4 is O. Okay. Then 1 2, 1 2 is R. Then I'm having 7 7, which is R again. So that is why this is also incorrect. Okay, I hope this is clear. So how to solve this type of matrix question? Just use options. Just use the options to solve. First, always the first number is this one and the second number is this one. So one by one match. You are given with 2 pairs. If you are given 2 1, so go to 2 here and then go to 1 here. Suppose I am giving you suppose 9 9 8. So what would be 9 8? 9 8, go to this 9 number and then 8 number. Always understand, in matrix there are questions based on two types, in which first can be given to you in single table, in the second one two tables can be given to you. Why there are two tables or one table? It's just he wants to make your work slightly trickier. Okay, he wants to make the question slightly trickier, then only then that's why he's going to give you two tables. No other concept needed in this. Okay, let's see the next question. Statement. All newly built residential complexes in the city are required to install the solar panels, contributing to the city's goal of achieving 80% renewable energy usage by 2030. So all residential complexes in city now it is compulsory that they are required to install solar panels, which would which would contribute to city's goal of achieving 80% renewable energy usage by 2030. Inference 1. The city will achieve its goal of 80% renewable energy uh, by energy usage by 2030. This is incorrect. Okay, it is saying that it will definitely achieve, but you know that whenever policies are being implemented and this type of policies are being implemented, it's always a if, and many a times deadlines are always extended. So suppose we are talking about some like air pollution free country or air pollution free city. Okay, it takes a it takes a lot of time. Even if you see Swachh Bharat Abhiyan also took a lot of time. Okay, so you can't say with surety that it would be done by this year. Okay, there are some extensions, it can be done earlier as well. Okay, so that is why inference 1 is incorrect. Second inference, existing residential complexes are exempt from solar panel installment requirement. Yes, I can infer this. Why? Because it is saying that all newly built residential complexes, it is not talking about the existing one, it is not talking about the existing one. That is why option B is the correct answer for this question. Option B is the correct answer for this question. Okay, let's see the next one. Question number 63. Let's see question number 63. In a class, 20 students like drawing, 15 like drawing, 10 like both. How many like only reading? Now this is a question of Venn diagram. Now understand, there it is, and it is a two set Venn diagram. It is a two set Venn diagram. I am having this and I am having this. I am representing this as reading and I am representing this as drawing. In my classes, I have taught you many times that reading, if it is written reading, that means it is talking about complete reading. That is, this complete circle is 20 and this complete circle is 15. Whenever examiner will want to, he will write, he will mention only reading like he has mentioned here. So until unless it is given to you only reading, only drawing, until then you don't have to assume anything. So reading means this complete part is reading. Suppose I am representing it as A, B and C. So I can say that A plus B, it is complete reading, which is equals to 20. Similarly, B plus C is equals to complete drawing, that is 50. Now you know that C is B is what? What is the value of B? B value is 10. What is 10? It is the people, the students who like both reading and drawing. Both reading and drawing. They like both reading and drawing. So if value of B is 10, that means I can say only reading. Only reading would be subtract both from the reading. So I can say reading minus both. Reading minus both. So what was the value of reading? It is 20. What is the value of both? It is 10. Answer would be 10. Option A is the correct answer for this question. Let's deal with some additional information. If I'm asking you what about only drawing? Only drawing. Find the value of only drawing. Only drawing would be drawing minus both. That means 15 minus 10 is equals to 5. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's see the next one. Select the option that exactly similar to this address. Now let's match with the pin code. So 90210, 90210, 90210, 90210, 90210. Okay, till here everything is same, till here everything is same. Okay, now we are having billing department, BILLING. So here it is okay, here it is okay, here it is okay, here it is okay. Okay, uh, just a second. Now after this you can see P dot O dot. So eliminate option A because it is not having that. P dot O dot is not present here. Now you are also having uh, you are also having full stop, and after that you have a comma here, but here you can't see full stop and comma here. Okay, so eliminate option D as well. After main avenue, okay, after main avenue there should be a dot and a comma. Here also it is not present here, option C is also eliminated, that is option B is the correct answer for this question. Okay, this was another good question, because you have to see very in like very minute error, minute changes are given to you in the options, so that's why this question became somewhat important. Let's see the next one. Roll numbers are given to you. First two digit equal to center ID. First two digits are equal to the center ID. How many new roll numbers must center 17 register to have the same total count as the center 15? Okay. Now center 15 has 3 registered. Okay. So you are having 1511, 1566 and 1533. Okay. And center 17 is also having center 17 is also having 3. Okay, understand, center 15 is having 3 and center 17 is also having 3. That means it is having the same number. So how many new roll numbers must center 17 uh, how many new roll numbers must center 17 register to have the same total count as center 15? It is already having the same total count, that means 0. I hope this is clear. Which center code does not maintain the pattern of two letters followed by two digits? So you have two letters followed by two digits, you have two letters followed by two digits. This is the correct answer because it is having two numbers, digits are followed by two letters. This is the reverse case. I hope this is clear. Let's see the next one. So you are having a series 12, 25, 17, 30, 22, 35 and 27. You can see an alternate increase and decrease pattern. So what we can do, we can just take alternate, that is plus 5, and then from 17 to 22 you are also having plus 5, from 22 to 27 you are having plus 5, and from here if you see 25 to 30, again addition of 5, again addition of 5. That means the correct answer would be 35 plus 5, that is 40. Option B is the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next one. Or wait a second, or what else you can do here. If I'm writing the same thing again, 12, 25, 17, 30, 22, 35, 27, I'm just writing one more logic. The another logic would be plus 13 minus 8, plus 13 minus 8, plus 13 minus 8. So that means the next one would be 27 plus 13, that is 40. So I've explained you this question using two logics. Let's see the next one. Argument. To improve the health of the community, the local government should ban the sale of oversized sugary beverages. Which of the following options would most strengthen the government's argument? So argument is that you can see a lot of drinks today which have too much sugar in that. And it is saying that to improve the health of the community, local government should ban the sale of these oversized sugary beverages. Option A. A survey shows that most residents dislike the taste of diet sodas. Understand? This is incorrect. This is incorrect. It is not talking about the people's preference. It is not talking about the people's preference. Okay. And also it is saying that diet soda. I don't think diet soda is mentioned anywhere. So that is why this is incorrect. Data from neighboring city shows a decrease in obesity rates after implementing a similar ban. Yes, this is correct. Yes, this is correct. This, like, it is a real world evidence. It is basically a real world evidence which shows the same policy which worked elsewhere. Okay, if this policy has worked somewhere else, then that's why this government also, like, people are also requesting that government should implement the same strategy here, so that you can see a decrease in the obesity rate. I hope this is clear. Let's move to the next question, question number 69. Eligibility criteria. So this is a basically question of candidate selection. So as on 1st of April 2025, the minimum requirement age requirement is 18 years old. should have passed higher secondary examination, that is 10 plus 2 with any subject, should have a typing speed of at least 40 words per minute, must commit to a minimum 1 year contract. So now you are given with a case. The case is that 20 years old. So you can see that the age criteria is fulfilled and has a BSc in physics. That means if he has BSc in physics, that means he has BSc in physics. That means he has also passed the higher secondary examination with any subject. So 10 plus 2 is also fulfilled. His typing speed is 35 per minute. So that means, acha, one more thing, the requirement was 40 words per minute, but his typing speed is 35 words per minute. So typing speed no, typing speed no. And he states that he will work for 9 months before joining a master's program, but it is said that he must commit to a minimum 1 year contract. So that means contract is also not fulfilled. So both typing speed and contract are not fulfilled. Okay, so that is why you need to reject the application, because he is failing on the two criteria. He is failing in the two criteria. I hope question number 69 is clear. Let's see the next one. Find the word that cannot be formed from the letters in university. Okay, now university, you are having university. Okay, so can you form true from university? Can you form true from university? Yes, you can form. Can you form rest from university? Yes. Can you form unity? Yes, you can form unity. Can you form versatile? No, versatile cannot be formed. Versatile cannot be formed. Okay, because understand why. Just a second. Hmm. Can we form unity? Unity we can form, rest we can form, versatile. versatile. Yes. So we can't form versatile. Why? Because L is missing here. L is missing. L is missing in university. That is why we cannot form versatile. We cannot form versatile. I hope this is clear. Question number 71. A pharmaceutical representative offers you a doctor expensive luxury vacation for your family in exchange for exclusively prescribing their newly launched but unproven drug to your patients. You are aware that this is highly unethical and potentially harmful to patient. What is the most responsible action? What is the most responsible action? So the correct answer would be report the representative's unethical solicitation to compliance officer or the medical licensing board. So because it is a harmful drug, if it reaches many people, their health might be in danger. I hope this is clear. You are a part of a research team. Your team leader asks you to clean up some contradictory data point in your report to ensure that conclusion strongly supports the funding agency's expected outcome. You know that data points are valid through inconvenient though inconvenient. What should you do? So what you should do, refuse to remove the valid points. Because you need to refuse to remove the valid point, you have to present the results accurately and document your disagreement. Always remember, this documentation is very very important. Whenever in many situations, examiner will ask you like this. Okay, what happens in case of disagreement, or what you do in the case of disagreement. So always remember, whenever you are in disagreement with your senior, suppose you are an IS officer and uh, suppose some minister offered to do something unethical or something like that, just assume it. So always, or you're working in a private company, or your senior asks you to do something, but you feel that it is not the right thing to do. So try to, firstly what you need to do, try to tell him your points. Tell him your points, sir, that these are my concerns, and because of that it is not the right thing to do according to me. If he's not agreeing, still not agreeing, and you still feel that like you are very very clear on your point of view, then what you can do, you can have a proper documentation of that, have a proper proof of that, that yes, I said this thing, and this person did not listen to me. So what will happen, suppose after that, whatever you said was true, and whatever your senior told you was wrong. So people will ask you the questions. Then you can show that this is my proof, that I already told him this thing. I already documented each and everything. I already documented my disagreement, but then also he proceeded with that point. Always remember, documentation is one of the most important thing. That is why option B is the correct answer for this question. Question number 73. Choose the word that is least like the other words in the group. The correct answer would be influenza. Why? Because all these three, night blindness, rickets and scurvy, all of these are vitamin deficiencies. Vitamin deficiencies. Vitamin deficiency disease. Okay, influenza is a viral. That is why option A is the correct answer for this question. I hope question number 73 is clear. Let's move to question number 74. I am having a series 54, 70, 102, 150, 214, 294, 390 and question mark. Let's see the difference. Difference here is of 60, 32, 48, 64. Then I'm having 80. Then I'm having 6 and 96. So you can see that the double difference, if you see this is 16, or you can just say that these are the tables of 16. That is 16 multiplied by 1, 16 multiplied by 2, 16 multiplied by 3, 16 multiplied by 4, 16 multiplied by 5, 16 multiplied by 6. Okay, that means the next would be 16 multiplied by 7, that is 112. Add 390 to 112, you will be getting 2, 10 and 502. Option D is the correct answer for this question. I hope this is clear. Let's now see question number 75. So I am having 8 students, and 8 students like different subjects like English, Hindi, physics, computer, math, Sanskrit, chemistry, and biology, but not in the same order. Okay. Now E likes Sanskrit. E likes Sanskrit. So whatever information that I know, I am writing on the left side, but the information I do not know, I am writing on the right side. Okay. So fixed. These are your fixed information. These are your fixed information. These are your non-fixed information. Okay. B likes either physics or maths. B likes either physics or maths. Okay, got it. Now A likes chemistry. A likes chemistry. Now let's write the non-fixed information. So H is not liking Hindi and English. H is not liking Hindi and English. Okay. H is not liking Hindi and English. G does not like English and Hindi. G does not like English and Hindi. So that means both G and H does not like Hindi and English. Okay. After this, D does not like English. G and H does not like computer. Does not like computer. Also, they do not like maths. So G and H do not like maths and computer. G also does not like biology. G also does not like biology. And neither C nor D likes Hindi. Neither C nor D likes Hindi. Now how to solve this type of question? How to solve this type of question? Understand. So always find that variable. Always find that variable. The variable, for example, here is the subject. So always find that subject where you can get maximum elimination. Where you can get maximum elimination. So in this case, where can you get maximum elimination? You can see Hindi. So Hindi can get eliminate. Hindi can eliminate a lot of students. How? You can see that Hindi. If I'm talking about Hindi, Hindi is not H, because you can see Hindi is not H. Hindi is not G. Hindi is not H, not G, and neither C nor D. Neither C nor D. Okay. But are these only things which are not Hindi? Are these only persons who do not like different who do not like Hindi? No. You also have A, B, and E. A, B, and E. You also have A, B, and E. Okay. Did you understand my point? I am saying that this was given in the non-fixed information, where I am saying you can also write that neither nor negative case. You can also just say that this has negative case. Why the negative case? Because these persons do not like a particular object, a particular subject. Now that means I am saying that Hindi is not H, G, C, D, A, B, and D. So firstly, these were the things which were given in the negative case. After this, after that A, B and E, these three things, A, B and E, that means these three persons, these are given in the fixed info or in the positive info or in the positive information. Okay, so whenever you have to combine, always find that variable, always find that variable from which you can get maximum elimination. How maximum elimination? You can basically eliminate this because all of these are not Hindi. Understand how many persons you have eliminated? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Understand, 7 persons got eliminated, that means 7 people are not having Hindi. And how many people you have in totality? You had 8 people in totality. So out of 8, 7 are eliminated, that means only one is remaining. And who is that person? Who is that person? F is that person who is liking Hindi. So now you have received a fixed information. Did you understand my point? Now let's talk about G. Let's talk about G. Now I'm eliminating from the person point of view. I am saying that G is not having English and Hindi. Okay, so I'm just writing here that G is not having English, G is not having Hindi. Okay, G is not having computer, G is not having maths, nor biology, nor Sanskrit, nor Sanskrit. Okay, nor chemistry. You can't write physics here, you can't write physics here because it's a choice, it's a choice. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, that means 7 subjects are eliminated, only one subject is remaining which we left here, that is physics. If physics is there, physics is being liked by G, that means B is liking maths, B is liking maths. Okay, now you have got 1 2 3 4 5, so 5% subject are fixed. Okay, 5% subject are fixed. So what you can do, you can just eliminate this point here, you can eliminate this point here. Okay, eliminate points with respect to G, and also you can eliminate points with respect to Hindi also. Okay, because all of these are fixed. Okay, now understand, so 5 were fixed. Now let's talk about we can talk about um, let's talk about C or D. Let's talk about C or D. Let's start with D. So basically D does not like English, D does not like English, and H is also not liking English, H is not liking English. So how many persons are left? D, H and C. Okay, so 5 3 8, yes. So three people are remaining, 3 people are remaining. If I'm talking about C and D, C and D both does not like Hindi, and Hindi is being lagged by F. Okay, it is done. G and H, G and H both does not like computer and maths. Okay, so if I'm saying that, that means H is not liking, H is not liking computer, H is not liking computer. So that means either C or D would be liking computer, either C or D would be liking computer. Okay. Okay, now D does not like English, so English is still left. Okay, English is still left. That means if D is not liking English, H or C could like English. H or C could like English. Okay, so again we can't eliminate. So you can see that H does not like English. If H is also not liking English, if H is not liking English, that means English is being liked by C. H is not liking computer, that means computer is being liked by D. Only one subject is remaining, and that is I think biology, and biology is being lagged by H. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Which of the following combination is correct? Option A is the correct answer for this question, that means D is liking computer. Okay, I hope this is clear. Let's see the next one. What comes next in the series? I am having QN, I am having RM, I am having SL. Okay, now Q to R, this is 17, this is 18, this is 19. So I am having plus 1 and plus 1. Okay, from N to M, N to M, that means 14 to 13 minus 1, M to L, that is minus 1. So what would be the next term? Next term would be 19 plus 1, that is 20, that is T. L would be minus 1, that is K. So TK, option B is the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next one. Complete the analogy. L is related to I. In the same way, p is related to what? L is 12, I is 9, p is 16. So I am subtracting 3 from it. That means I need to subtract 3 from p, that is 16 minus 3, I should be getting 13. 13 is the place value of m. Option C is the right answer for this question. Find the missing term in the series. So I am having A, B, then I am having C, D, and E, then I am having F, G, H, I, then J, K, L, M, N. What would be the next term? So you can see the number of letters in this is 2. In this I am having 3. In this I am having 4. In this I am having 5. That means this missing term would be having 6 letters. Option B, option C, option D, all of these are eliminated because these are having 4 5, okay, 4 or 5 option, 5 or 4 or 5 letters. Okay, now so you can see A, B, then C, D, E, then F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, all of these are consecutive, all are consecutive letters, all are consecutive letters. So the next one would be O, P, Q, R, S, and T. Option A is the right answer for this question. Hermit is related to seclusion. Judge is related to impartiality. Five friends live in house 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Raj lives in the adjacent second house after Aman. If Aman is at fourth, where does Raj lives? So there are four houses. There are five houses, starting with 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Aman is at fourth, and Raj lives in the adjacent second house after Aman. Adjacent second house means leave one house in between, then that means Raj would be living on the eighth number house. Raj would be living on the eighth number house. I hope this is clear. Let's see the next question. A colleague is frustrated with the constant changes in project scope and complains regularly. What is the best emotional response? Okay, so I think both of these options are same. Option A is the correct answer, or option B is also correct. I think both are by mistake. I have written both these as same, but yes, these are, this is the correct answer for this question. That you have, if a colleague is frustrated, then you have to empathize with him. You have to validate the annoyance that yes, understand, if there are constant changes in any project, suppose you are working in any company or in any organization, if there are constant changes, you have to do everything again and again and again, you have to adapt these changes, then after some point of time it would become slightly frustrating. Okay, so so also there might be a chance that you complain regularly, there is nothing bad in that, but this is like a situation most of the employees face. Okay, so whenever there is constant changes, so the person would be frustrated. It is a very normal thing. So as a friend, as a colleague, what you can do, you can empathize, you can validate annoyance, you can discuss coping strategies. Yes, how can we like reduce, how can we plan better, how can we do things better. Okay, so ask them to stop complaining. No, never ask them to stop complaining. The frustration would start building up. Okay, so if you empathize, if you listen to him, just talk to him, he might feel better. Okay, complain to them about the management. I don't think this is a correct strategy. Okay, let's see the next question. Which of the following words would appear last in the alphabetical order? Now understand, you are having G, H, and O. G, H, and O. These three letters are common in all of these words. So that means the next is ST. You are having UL. You are having SH, and you are having SE. So you need last. So what is the place value of S? This is 19. This is 21, 19, and 19. The last one would be Gaul. Option B is the correct answer for this question. Also, if I'm asking you, suppose second last, what would be the second last? Then you have to compare the next word. That means you are having T, then you can take U as here, and H and E. The second last would be this ghost. Second last would be ghost. Okay, so all in these type of question where you have to arrange in alphabetical order, how you can do in very short less time. So always try to find how many letters are there. Suppose the first letter of some words is different, so then only you get to know, ki what would be the order. Okay, suppose I am saying that I have given you these four words, and then I am giving you a word called heart. Okay, heart. So you know that G is present here, and I'm giving you heart as well. I'm giving you heart as well. Okay, so I'm giving you heart as well. Now I'm asking you, what would be the last in the alphabetical order? Obviously heart would be last in the alphabetical order. The place value is 8. H place value is 8. Okay, so start comparing. Now in this question I saw that GHO, these three letters are common. Whenever you find some one or two or three letters common in a word, start eliminate these three words, start comparing the next letters, start comparing with the next letters. So here I found GHO, three letters were common. I started comparing using the next set of letters, that means ST, UL, SH and SE. Now I need to find the last one. I need to find the last one. Then I just use the last letter, that is U, because U is the last letter, that means Ghaul would appear last in the alphabetical order. Suppose I am asking you what would be the first one. What would be the first one to appear? The first one would be this, goes. This one would be the first one because you are having E here. You are having E here. That is why this would appear first. I hope this is clear. Let's see the next one. This is a question of syllogism. I'm saying that no trains are buses. No trains are buses. And all buses are vehicles, or all buses are vehicles. Okay, this is the correct Venn diagram. Now don't draw this diagram. Don't draw this diagram. Okay. Okay, this is correct. This is incorrect. This is incorrect diagram. Okay, this is incorrect diagram. This can be true in possibility but not in definite case. Conclusion: some trains are vehicles. Incorrect. Why? Because you can say that there is no direct relation between trains and vehicles. No train is vehicle. Again incorrect. Again incorrect. All vehicles are buses. Incorrect. Why? I have always told you that if you are going from inside to outside, all and some both are correct, but when you are coming from outside to inside, only some is correct. That means I can say that yes, all buses are vehicles. I can say some buses are vehicles, but I can't say all vehicles are buses. I can only say some vehicles are buses. That is why the fourth conclusion would be correct. So option D is the correct answer for this question. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Complete the analogy. ACE is related to GIK. In the same way, BDF is related to what? So A is becoming G by an addition of 6. C is becoming I by addition of 6. E is becoming K by addition of 6. That means I need to add 6 in the place values of all of these. That means I would be getting H, J and F plus 6, that is L. HJL, option D is the right answer for this question. Find the missing number. I'm having 1, 3, 7, 15. So if I want to notice the difference, what would be the difference between the consecutive numbers? 2, 4, 8. So you can see that all of these are being doubled. All of these are being doubled. That means the next one would be 16. That means you need to add 15 in 16 in order to get 31. Option C is the correct answer. Let's study second logic. What is the second logic? Again, I'm writing all the terms. So in the second logic, I can say if I'm multiplying this 1 by 2, and if I add 1, that means 2 multiplied by 1 is 2, and if I add 1, I would be getting 3. Similarly, multiplied by 2, add 1, multiplied by 2, add 1, multiplied by 2, add 1. That means the next term. Okay, achha, this is the next term. Okay, again, if you want to find the next term, multiplied by 2, add 1, 60, 62 plus 1, 63. Okay, but we require this element only. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's see the next one. Now, if economic is coded as hash, dollar, percentage, at the rate, percentage, and uh, percentage and dollar. Okay. Hmm, have I missed anything here? Also, we are having carrier. Carrier is coded as dollar, less than equal Then I'm having this type of symbol, again this type of similar, and hash. How many symbols are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 5 6 7. Acha, 8. We need one more. I think beta should be present here. I think beta should be present here. Okay. Now we have to find the code for cinema. Cinema. Okay. I think there is just a missing symbol here. Okay, no problem. So cinema, you can see that what is the code for E. In all of these, you can see that E is hash. In all of these, you can notice that E is hash. Then C is dollar. C is dollar. O is percentage. O is percentage. N is at the rate. N is at the rate. Okay. And then you are having O is percentage done. Okay. M is having and okay. I is beta, and then C is already done. Now I am also having R, which is this type of symbol. Okay. Acha, A is also left. A is less than equal. Okay. So I am having cinema. Cinema would start with dollar. Okay. Then I would be having beta. Okay. N is at the rate hash. Then I'm having M, that is and. Okay. And then I'm having 8, that is less than equal. Okay, so what would be the correct answer for this question? You can see cinema, just a second. Okay, I noticed a slip up here. Okay, just let me correct it. Okay, this is not beta. Okay, and these two should be replaced. Okay, these two should be replaced, let me tell you. Okay, I would just write everything once again here. Okay, now this is clear that C is dollar. Okay, C dollar is clear. Just a second, what is happening? So C dollar is confirmed. C dollar is confirmed. The main slip up was between M and I. Now understand that I is and. I is and. So that means it would start with dollar. Then you are having and. Then you are having the symbol for N, that is at the rate. Then E is hash. Now M would become your beta. M would become your beta. And then A is less than equal. Option D is the correct answer for this question, and you just have to add a beta here in this space. I think the beta should have been there, but yes, I hope this question is clear to all of you. So what you can do, just map everything in these types of questions. Map according to the, because you know you are having symbols, so in majority of the cases symbols does not have any other logic, except if they are coding it to like even letter or consonant or vowel, like they are using two symbols only. Understand, whenever examiner is using two symbols for anything, there might be two different cases. In the first case, he might be using some symbol for consonant and some symbol for vowel. In the other case, it might depend on the place value of the letter. Suppose even place value some symbol and odd place value some symbol. In that case, only two, in these two cases only two symbols would be used. In other than that, you have to map this. There is one more category of questions where only, suppose there are given, you are given with two words, and in two words you are the examiner is having different symbols, but you can see two or three symbols which are common, or instead of symbol some number is given to you, some things are given to you, but only two to three letters are common. In that case, you need to find the common letters, common set of letters, and corresponding to that you have to find the common piece of code. So map the common code and the common letters according to that, and you would be getting some you would be getting the code of some letters which are fixed. Okay, and after that, according to the question, you need to proceed. Okay, I hope how questions are asked in this type of in this chapter are clear to all of you. Let's see the next one. Statement: all successful candidates for the astronaut training program possess a doctoral degree in the STEM field. So all the successful candidates for the astronaut training program possess a doctoral degree in the STEM field, and a perfect physical fitness is also required. So you can understand the statement very carefully. Okay, so all successful candidates possess a doctoral degree. They have a degree in STEM field, and they have and a perfect physical fitness record. Both of these things are required. Now understand, both of these things are required, but they are not necessary for the selection. Both are required, but are not necessary for the uh, for the uh, selection. Inference 1: a candidate with a doctoral degree in STEM field who also has a perfect physical fitness record will be selected for the astronaut training program. Okay, now understand this. I told you that this is a requirement, this is a necessary condition, okay, but not final selection guaranteed, not final selection guaranteed. Final selection is not guaranteed. Okay. In this inference one, it is saying that who also has a perfect physical fitness will be selected for the astronaut training program. This is totally incorrect. Why? Because it is saying that these are the only criteria. These are the only criteria. No, understand. The difference, and the main point of this statement is that these are necessary conditions. This a person must have, this a person must have, but there are some other parameters, there can be some other parameters as well for the final selection. Second inference: achieving a perfect physical fitness record is not sufficient on its own for selection into the astronaut training program. Yes, this is correct, because this is not the final thing. This would this would be eligible for you to like sit for an interview or something. Okay, just an example, but this is not sufficient for the final selection. I hope you have understood this question, and this is a very important question because lot of students made mistakes in the examination while in this question. Okay, let's see the next one. Which of the following best represents the relationship between doctors, males, and surgeons? Now this is a question of Venn diagram, but without a diagram. Okay. Now understand, doctors, males, and surgeons. Understand, males. So both doctors and males can be surgeons. Both doctor and surgeon can be male. I can write that both doctors and surgeons are can be male. Can be male. Also understand that all surgeons are doctors. This is always the case. This is always the case. So all surgeons are doctors. Some doctors are male, some surgeons are male. Option D is the correct answer for this question. Okay. So all doctors are male? No, no. Only some doctors are males like this. Or some doctors are males, but some surgeons are males. This is the complete solution. This is giving the complete picture. If you want to draw the Venn diagram, you can draw like this: that all surgeons are males, or surgeons are males, and and uh, sorry, this is not male. This is doctor actually. This is doctor. Okay, this is doctor, and that means this is the intersection of males. Okay, I hope this is clear. If dog is coded as E2F, how is run coded? So I am having dog. Dog is coded as E2F. Now dog, D place value 4, O is place value is 15, G place value is 7. And this is 5 and this is 6. So you can see that I am adding I am adding 1 in the place value of D, and I am subtracting 1 from the place value of G. So that means the first I'm having 3 letters, because the run is also 3 letters. That means in the first one I am adding 1, and in the last one I am subtracting 1. But what is going on in the middle letter? What is going on in the middle letter? Okay, what is going on in the middle letter? So in the middle letter, understand, 15. So you, no fixed logic, no logic can be placed here. So what can we think of? O and run. I'm having run. So let's first see the first and the last letter. Run. R plus 1 is S, N minus 1 is M. So S and M should be present. Eliminate option C and D. Now only thing is that whether you would be having 1 in between or 2 in between. Okay. So this is 2. And understand, if I'm having vowels, if I'm talking about vowels, A, E, I, O, U. These are the vowels. Okay. So if this I coded as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, but it's still not making sense. But what if I'm coding this as like AEIOU? If I'm coding it like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. In this case, my logic matches. In this case, my logic matches. So using the same logic, I would get the code for you as 1. That means S1M is the correct answer for this question. I hope this is clear. Let's see the next one. Pointing to a person in an image, Rohit says that she is the only daughter of the father of my brother's mother. So understand, Rohit is having a brother, and Rohit's brother's mother is mother of Rohit as well. So I'm having this as Rohit's mother. Okay, she is the only daughter of the father of my brother's mother. That means father of Rohit's mother, and she is the only daughter. That means it is talking about Rohit's mother only. Rohit's mother. This is Rohit's brother. Rohit's brother. That this is Rohit's mother's father. Or I can also call this as Rohit's maternal grandfather. Maternal grandfather. How is the person related to the Rohit? She is the only daughter. That means it is talking about this person. This is the person in the image. This is the person in the image. So she is the mother of Rohit. She is the mother of Rohit. Let's see the next question. A big advertiser threatens to rescind their campaign unless you, as the editor in chief of a local newspaper, suppress an accurate and well researched story about the unethical behavior of a local business owner. The paper might suffer a significant financial loss if the story is published. What one ought to do? So, the correct approach would be publish the story, issue a statement reaffirming the paper's commitment to truth and journalistic integrity over the commercial pressure. Post the story on an anonymous blog. No, it is not mentioned anywhere. Pull the story as the financial survival of the newspaper and staff is priority. No. So it is basically understand. It is talk about the bigger perspective. Talk about the bigger perspective. If every day as someone threatens a newspaper, that means every day you would be getting fake information or information in support of that person. Okay. So uh, it is very important that news and newspaper and like the news channels that you watch, they are properly neutral. They do not publish a story in anybody's favor. It always should be neutral, and it most important, it should be in the it should always be in the favor of the public. Tell the reporter to rewrite the story to be less critical of the business owner. No, it is a well researched story. Let's see the next one. Question number 92. I'm having this is a question of missing number. This is a question of missing number. Okay, this is a question of missing number. Now I'm having 8, 12, 17, 16, 21, and 9. So what would be the logic here? If you take these numbers 12 and 19, first of all understand this 232. 232 is basically, I can say, divisible by 8. Can I say this? If I divide this by 8, I would be getting 2 times and 9 times 29. And 12 plus 17 is 29. So what is the logic? So suppose I am having this type of triangle. I am saying that this is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D. What is the value of C? What is the value of C? C is A plus B multiplied by D. A plus B multiplied by D. So in this case, what is A? A is 16, B is 21, and I am having D as 9. So what would be the value of C? What would be the value of C? A plus B. That is 37 multiplied by 9. Just a second. Acha, one thing. 37 multiplied by 3. You have studied maths, correct? 37 multiplied by 3. What is it? 111. What is multiplied by 3 again? It is triple 3. Option B is the correct answer for this question. I hope this is clear. Let's see the next one. In a class, P's rank is 15th from the top and Q's rank is 10th, 20th from the bottom. If there are 10 students, what is the maximum number of students? P is 15th from the top, P is 15th from the top, okay, and Q is 20th from the bottom. This is the case for maximum students. In case of maximum students, you just have to take the students in between and add them. So 15 plus 20 plus 10, 45 would be the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next one. So this is a question of candidate selection. This is a question of candidate selection, and please don't leave this candidate selection because a lot of questions have been asked based on this chapter. Eligibility criteria: must have marketing or business administration with at least 50% marks. Age should be in between 21 and 30 years. Must have knowledge of digital marketing and social media platforms. Now this is the eligibility criteria. Now you are provided with a case. Ravi is 27 years old, holds a degree in marketing and 53% marks, and is familiar with social media marketing but lacks digital marketing. What should be done in Ravi's case? Now understand. Let's start one by one. Age. Does Ravi's age fit into the criteria? Age should be in 21 and 31 years, and Ravi is 27 years. So age criteria is fulfilled. Educational criteria. You needed an MBA with at least 50% marks. Ravi is having MBA, like degree in marketing with 53% marks, satisfied. And is familiar with social media marketing but lacks digital marketing. In this, it said that it must have a knowledge of digital marketing and social media platform. This is a must. That means he fails on the knowledge part. He fails on the knowledge part. So Ravi is not eligible due to the lack of digital marketing knowledge. I hope this is clear. You are the head of city's disaster response team. During a sudden rapidly escalating flood, your team's standard operating procedure requires you to evacuate a retirement home first. However, a nearby hospital reports an immediate catastrophic power failure that requires your limited boats to save patients on life support. You only have resources for one location at a time. What is your judgment? Okay, now understand, this is a very very dangerous situation, and in this situation he has already mentioned you have resources for one location only. So if you are having location resources for only one location, you can't divide the boat equally. You have only for one. If division was possible, then it would have mentioned that more than one resources, or he would not have mentioned this part. That is why option D is eliminated. Why I chose to eliminate option D in the starting only? Because I knew this thing would have come into your mind about the division. Okay, so what is your judgment? What is your judgment? So you have to divert all the available resources to the hospital immediately. Why? Because understand, this is a very catastrophic power failure. You don't have a backup. You don't have backup generators in the hospital. Okay, why? Because this is a catastrophic power failure. If it would not have been a catastrophic power failure, there might would have been backup generators. That means backup generators have also failed. Follow the SOP. No. Okay, so understand, this is a very very dangerous situation. Power failure there, that is there is no no power, and if there is no power, that means the patients on the life support, they might not have much time to live. So that means you have to evacuate them first, as soon as possible. Okay, so this is the first and the foremost requirement. Okay, because those lives would be gone if you are not rescuing them. I hope this question number 95 is clear. Now we have a question of mirror image. We have a question of mirror image. Okay, now if a mirror is placed on the line mn, which of the following answer figure is in the right image of the given figure? Now that understand, I have always told you in the chapter of mirror image, whatever objects are closer to the mirror would appear closer to the mirror in the image also. So that means suppose you are having R and P here. That means when you take the mirror image, this RP should be near. This RP should be near to the mirror. This RP should be mirror to the mirror. Now, okay. So just let me just erase this part. Okay. Uh, no, this would become far actually. This would be gone to the far end. Why? Why? Just a second. So how are you taking the mirror image? You are taking the mirror image like this. You are taking the mirror image like this. That means you are having a triangle. In the mirror image, the triangle would be like this. The triangle would be like this. And then you would be having a pentagon. Then you would be having a pentagon like this. Okay. So this type of figure you you require. Option C is eliminated based on the figure only. It is eliminated. After this, you RP would go at the RP would go at the other part. Okay, so understand this triangle, that means in the top of this triangle you are having these letters G and D. So you would be having the opposite of G and D. You would be having the opposite of G and D. Okay, so option A is the correct answer because this is becoming P. It is not possible. Okay, and you are also having B and M. Okay, you are also having B and M. Okay, in this figure, if you see B and M positions are exchanged, you needed B here and M here. That is why option B is also eliminated. Okay, that the same reason option D is also eliminated. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's move to the next question, question number 97, which is a question of embedded figure. Now understand, you can see this type of square figure and there are no diagonals in the square. There are no diagonals in the square. What is this diagonal doing here? So you can eliminate this option B. Now option D, if I'm talking about option D, you can see this straight line joining to a curved line. Straight line joining to a curved line. You can't see any straight line which is joining to a curved line except this part. Except this part. This part is okay. This part is okay. But it is a very very lengthy part. This part, see, understand, this part is already given to you. But other part, this part and this part, these two areas are not given. These two areas are not given. Option D is eliminated as well. Option C, you can see that only one line from this point, only one slant line is given. Okay, and this line and this line, two lines basically. Okay, two lines are given. So yes, these two lines are given here. Okay, and then you are having this type of line. You are having this type of line, and then this type of line. Okay, so both of these are given. Okay. Acha, let's see option A once. Let's see option A once. Now in option A, you can see that you are having two lines like this, two vertical lines like this. I can see that these are my two vertical lines. These are my two vertical lines. I'm having these two lines, that is sort of triangle lines present here, and then I'm having this, and I'm having this. Okay. So and after this, I'm having this part also, this part also. Okay. So just a second. Okay, so all of these are correct, but understand, you are not having this type of line here. You are not having this type of line anywhere present here. That is why this is also eliminated. Option C is the right answer for this question. I hope this is clear. Find the one which completes the series. Now understand, you are having circle, triangle, square, and pentagon. I can write it as 0, 3, 4, and 5, just for our representation. After this, you can see that circle went to the last, and then you are having 3, 4, 5, and 0. After this triangle went at the last. That means 4, 5, 0, 3. After, in the next figure, this square would go at the last. That means you would be having 5, 0, 3, 4. So 5, 0, 3, 4. Eliminate option C. Eliminate option B and option D. Option A is the correct answer for this question. So 5, 0, 3, 4. Let's see the next one. Very important question. How many quadrilaterals are there in the given figure? How many quadrilaterals are there in the given figure? Very, very important question. Okay. So if we start solving, understand. If I'm taking about this, suppose I'm naming this ABCD. If I'm naming this as ABCD, I and EF also. So I can say that I am finding three quadrilaterals here only. Three quadrilaterals. What are the three quadrilaterals? I can name this as AFDE and BCEF and ABCD. These are my three quadrilaterals itself. Three quadrilaterals are there. Okay. Now let's talk about this left area. Let's talk about this left area. Okay. If I'm saying, I can say that I am having this sort of figure. Achha, one thing understand, I would be keep on erasing each and everything so that it does not get mixed up. So one is this figure, this pentagon. Okay, one is this pentagon. After this I am having this one more pentagon which is present here. This is one more pentagon. So that means I am having two pentagons here. I am having two pentagons here. Okay, I'm now erasing everything here. Okay, so I have figured it out these things. Now after this, if I'm talking in this AEDF part, I can say that this is also one figure. Okay, this is also one figure. Then this is also one figure. This one is also one figure. Okay, so this one is also one figure, and this one is also one figure. This one is also one figure. That means I can say that these three figures are present here. These three figures are present here. Now let's talk about the next part. Let's talk about the next part. Okay. Just a second. So just let me erase this part. Now, if I'm talking about this, so I can say that firstly this is one. This is one. This is two. This is three. So three are present here individually. So I'm writing three. Okay. So three individual ones. Just let me write this individual ones. Individual on right side. After this, if you just let me erase this, let's start clubbing. Okay, I am saying that if I club this, I can say that this is also a quadrilateral. This is also a quadrilateral. Okay, this is also a quadrilateral. Similarly, if I am taking this as the base, I'm taking this as the base. I took this as the base and then went till here. If I'm taking this as the base and I am going till here, this is also one. So these are the two quadrilaterals. Okay. Now let's change the base. Let's change the base. Achha, one more can I form? Yes, I can form this one also. This one also I can form. This is also quadrilateral. So let's change this 2 to 3. It was with this base. It was with this base. Okay. Now I am changing the base now. I'm changing the base now. And my base is now changed to this part. So from this I can say that this much is one quadrilateral and this much is one quadrilateral. So two quadrilaterals are formed like this. Okay. Two quadrilaterals are formed like this. What about the top part? What about the top part? If I'm talking about the top part, I can say that if you take this, so you can form this as one quadrilateral. Okay, if you take from this base, you can take this as the one quadrilateral, and from this you can take this one as the one quadrilateral. So I think four quadrilaterals are present here. Four quadrilaterals are present here. Okay, so anything else left here? I don't think so. Let's calculate. So 3 plus 3 plus 3. So I am having 9 and 3 12. 12 plus 2. 12 plus 2 14. 14 and 4 18 and 2 20. Okay. But 20 is not the answer. Have we made any mistake here? Acha, we have double counted one. We have double counted one. So that is the one is eliminated. So that means the correct answer would be 19 because we have just double counted one figure. We have just double counted one figure which was already covered in the previous part. That is why the correct answer for this question is 19. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Select the answer figure which when placed in the blank space in the given figure will complete the pattern. Okay. So understand, firstly I would need these two lines to complete this square. After this I want a line which would act as a diagonal of both of these squares. Okay, so yes, till now everything is clear. In this you can see that there are two lines. Okay, one this type of line is also present which is not present anywhere. Eliminate this. After this you need this type of line, but no other line like this. So option D is also eliminated. Okay, now one thing you need to notice, if you need this notice this circle, if you notice this circle, how is this circle placed? There is a line like this, and from this point it is having like this, it is forming like this. Understand, this part, this is a smaller part, this is smaller, but this part is larger. Okay, In all of these you can see this part is smaller, this part is smaller, the remaining part is larger. That means after these two square lines everything is large, everything is larger. So eliminate option A. Why? Because you needed a larger portion here. That is why option B is the correct answer for this question. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Let's see this question number 101. This is a question of paper folding. Now paper folding, you have to start folding the paper from here to here. After this it would remain only this part would only remain, and after this you again have to divide in the half and then you have to form this. Now in this type of question the concept of mirror image is used. Whenever you are folding, the mirror image would be formed. That means when you are unfolding, firstly how would you unfold? You would unfold like this part, in this part. Okay, however you fold, like in which process you fold, in that process only you would have to unfold. Okay, so firstly you have to unfold in this part. That means whatever you are having here, whatever symbols you are having here, the mirror image of these symbols would appear here. That means if circle is present here and it is close to this mirror, suppose this would become your mirror, that means the mirror image of circle would be present here. Okay, that means you need two circles should be here. Eliminate option A. Why? Because you are having only one circle. After this you need this square present here. That means square would be nearer, and then this diamond shape would be present here. Diamond shape would be present here. Okay, if you take the mirror image you would be having the square like this, square like this. Okay, uh okay, square like this, then diamond shape like this, and circles like this. So you would be having two circles like this. Okay, and in this last part you would be having diamond shape. Similarly here also you would be having diamond shape. Now you can see, let's start eliminating option. Here you can see two type of different symbols. Eliminate this. Option D is eliminated. Now option B and option C, all of these symbols appear to be same, eliminated. Option C is the correct answer for this question. I hope this is clear to all of you. Okay, let's see question number 102. Choose the inference that are clearly supported by the statement. Participants in the advanced mindfulness program reported significantly lower stress levels after completing the 8-week course compared to the pre-assessment course. Okay, so inference 1, the advanced mindfulness program is an effective method for reducing stress. Inference 2, the reduction in stress level among participants is solely due to the content of the 8-week course. So understand once again what is the statement. There is an advanced mindfulness program which which lowered the stress levels after completing the 8 weeks course as compared to the pre-course assessment. Inference first is stating that it is an effective method for reducing stress. So you can see that yes, after completing the 8-week course the stress levels are being reduced. So this is correct. Inference 2, it is a solely reason due to the content of the 8 weeks. Solely is the wrong word. Solely is the wrong word. That means only inference 1 will follow. Let's see the question number 103. This is a question of figure series. This is a question of figure series. Understand this shaded dot. This is moved one place in the clockwise direction. Then it moved again one place in the clockwise direction. That means this shaded part, one position clockwise direction, one position clockwise direction. That means if it was present here, that means it would move one position in this place. That means you should be having like this. Eliminate option B. Now this unshaded portion, this is moving one place in the anti-clockwise. This unshaded one position anti-clockwise. Again after this you are seeing this, that means in the next position it should be present here. This is eliminated, this is eliminated. Option A is the right answer for this question. Okay, so these were the questions which we needed to do in the today's class. Now I am giving you some homework questions. Now what is the process for these homework questions? So try these questions once on your own. After this, comment the answer, the correct answer key of these questions, and also comment in whichever questions you are having doubts. So I'm just going to show you the questions. This is question number 104. So just write the question number and the correct answer key in the comments. This way I would understand that yes, you are solving questions along with me, and you it would give you a huge confidence boost that yes, we have done all the important questions of CPO examination of 2025. This is a very very good revision, and it would also keep you in trend that yes, sir has solved with me, now I am going to solve these questions. And then it would just say that yes, you have completed this part of your preparation. So this is question number 104. You can just pause it. I'm just quickly moving through one questions one by one. Just pause these and just solve these questions once on your own. This is question number 105. This is a question of figure analogy. Question number 106, another paper folding question for you guys. Question number 107, this is a question of again alphabetical arrangement. 108 is a question of odd one out. However, it is a very very easy question. Question number 109, another question for you guys is this is the question of candidate selection. Question number 110, this is a question of odd one out, okay, or figure classification. Question number 1111, this is a question of statement argument. This is a question of address matching. This is again a question of address matching or center code, sorry, not address matching. Okay, so this is the last question of the homework. So you can just pause these videos, try these questions, just mention answer in the comment box. Okay, I hope this lecture is clear to all of you, and I I am also hoping that this session would have been a huge confidence booster for you guys. And we have done the most important questions of CPO examination, and this is a good revision at this point of time when exams are very very near, so you can just revise all the concepts in just one video. Okay, so this is the type of this video. We would be bringing more videos like this in future, so that all the major examinations are covered. Thank you very much for being with me. I hope that you just post the answer of these questions, of these homework questions. Approximately 10 questions are there, if I'm not wrong. 10 questions are there, so 10 questions for you guys. It's just a huge confidence booster, I'm sure about that. Thank you very much for being with us in this video. Thank you very much. We'll meet you in the next class.